Hello YouTube, hello Twitch, is some more Pokemon Unbound. Sorry it's been a bit stop-start recently, I just apologise to Twitch over this, but we keep getting like, you know, boss battle, and obviously with a bunch of bugs on the insane difficulty where the game is like unfair, you have to prepare for these battles, and it's a bit grindy, so I don't want to like do it on the camera, so I want to do it off camera, but it means like everything is like, oh, well I've beat this guy now, get stuck at this guy, okay, I'll be back again in the next episode. Hopefully though we can actually get a bit more progression today, although I say this, we have to get through Primal Groudon, that's where we got stuck to last time. You may have to see the team on the side, this is the team I'm going to beat it with, I'll explain it in a second. And then after this we have to fight the Electric Gym Leader. I'm hoping we can beat the Electric Gym Leader with just, you know, the odds and end in my box. But we'll see. I did do a little bit of other stuff off camera in case you're wondering as well. I accidentally grabbed the TM off camera, I apologise, I did it again. But in Crater City, I could have picked up Flash at any point by just speaking to someone in the Pokemon Center, and I just didn't ever speak to that person in the Pokemon Center, so I grabbed Flash while I was out there. I've also been doing some Cloudburst off camera to get all the TMs in the Game Corner, which I now have all those TMs from the Game Corner, and I did a bit more like mining off camera just to get some more heart skills, because I was running a little bit low. Also, I prepared this party, and actually this party is mainly, in fact, not mainly, I think it's entirely Pokemon I've already used before. So let's get explained to how I'm going to beat Primal Groudon. It's not just beating Primal Groudon, it's beating Primal Groudon using my Pokemon, but the AI uses them for me. By that I mean, I push the button, say, fight, and the AI will pick the move that it's going to use. The AI, though, not the smartest thing in the game. Actually, I mean, to be fair, it probably like optimizes for damage, but sometimes I want to be a little bit tricksy, a little bit sneaky. And this is what this strategy is. You might see again the 6 Pokemon here and have an idea of what I'm going to do. You're right, I'm going to use Endeavor and just chunk down this Groudon. So that is the plan for this this boss battle. We get Beedrill into a position where he can use Endeavor. It'll Endeavor Groudon down to 1 health, and then we'll kill it from 1 health. Now, the problem with that strategy is that the Groudon is faster than Beedrill. I actually had to look through the raw stats of this Primal Groudon. It's actually not max speed, it's interesting, it's 252 EVs in everything but speed, which has 44. It does get an Omni Boost, so it's like relatively quick, like quicker than most of my bugs, but not all of them. And importantly, it's not quicker than Galvantula. The reason this is important is that Galvantula has a means of slowing down the opposing Pokemon. Unfortunately, the AI is not very smart, so I think to make sure that they would use this move and not an attacking move, I've had to delete all other moves. I went to the move deleter, and based on my first 3 Pokemon, all only have 1 move. So Galvantula, what is this important move? What's this crucial move that lets me beat this Lord of the Desolate Lands? That's right, it's String Shot. I need a Pokemon that is faster than Primal Groudon that can lower its speed. Galvantula had other ways of lowering speed, but unfortunately they were all electric moves, and Primal Groudon is a ground-type Pokemon, so I actually specifically need to use String Shot, I think. I don't think I could do it with any other bug with any other move, because other bugs with other speed-lowering moves aren't fast enough, so literally, I think I had to use Galvantula for this, and Galvantula with String Shot, so this is like the key cornerstone of the strategy, is I need to String Shot Groudon. Once I've String Shot Groudon, because I think that's still too quick for my fucking Beedrill, I then can get to a different speed tier. That speed tier allows me to use Ledian. Ledian will then outspeed Groudon, and Ledian knows the move Tailwind. Again, I have to only have the move Tailwind, otherwise the AI will do something fruity. Once I set up Tailwind, then basically every single bug, well, not every single bug, but most bugs are faster than Primal Groudon, which means that my 2 HP Beedrill with only Endeavor, because again, I think if I had anything but Endeavor, the game would actually try and push some other buttons. We'll use Endeavor, then I'll take Primal Groudon to 2 health. The Beedrill, I think, is also holding, if I remember rightly, Rocky Helmet. It does have some physical moves to Groudon, so it might actually just kill itself on the Beedrill. But failing that, I've then got a backing of 3 other Pokemon, which are all relatively quick, that can just do the 1 damage. Honestly, I could have done this with 4 Pokemon potentially. In fact, I maybe even be able to have done it with 3 if I'd really thought about it too much. But it's basically these 4 and 2 cheerleaders is how we're going to beat Primal Groudon. And I think this is going to be basically guaranteed. I don't think this can fuck up. Famous last words. It is a... Actually, I tell you what could fuck up. I should pop a Repel just in case I can't get away from a Pokemon and they, like, break one of my Pokemon, i.e. kill them. And then I have to go back and heal, because I can't really easily heal right now since my Beedrill is on 2 health, and it's pretty awkward to put your Beedrill onto 2 health. Anyway, we'll do a Super Repel, and we are going to cheese the hell out of Primal Groudon. which I think is fair enough. And actually, I do think the game kind of, or the developers of this ROM hack, they kind of realized this battle could be a little bit, like beyond unfair. Not just difficult, but like really unfun, I guess. And I think that's why Groudon is not max speed. It lets you do more fruity stuff, I guess, to get around this Pokemon. Because the AI, you know, is the AI at the end of the day. Anyway, so we're going to do Fight. It can only do String Shot. It's the only move I've given it. It's fucked up immediately. Wait, how am I slower than you? What? Alright, let me put that on the death counter because I can't actually win anymore. Okay. Excuse me? What? Why? If I got the wrong one, that'd be funny. No, Thundersnow's the fast one. How did you outspeed me? Sorry, I'm actually now going to have to check the maths on this, because if it's a speed tie, I'll just risk the 50-50, but I didn't think it was a speed tie, even. Galvantula. Max speed. Versus Groudon Primal, which has 44 in this and a +1 speed. Oh my god, it's a speed tie. I'm so stupid. It's actually a speed tie. That's actually crazy. Hang on a minute. Are you... Oh, you got the wrong nature. Okay, sorry. That is actually my bad. We can change this. Don't worry. I can fix this. I must have done the calculation with a speed nature, but I forgot to give him the nature. So I okay, it is... There is a potential error in this. The person making the strategy can fuck it up. I need plus speed minus attack. Where is plus speed? Now it won't be a speed tie anymore. Timid, that's right. That's actually really funny. I love I can use a foolproof plan where I only give my Pokemon one move each. Now it's foolproof, I think. I'll just create a save state just in case something bizarre happens. And let me pop the Super Repel again. I can't believe that. I mean, I guess I can. It is me. What's also funny about that is I think I used the Galvantula to check if Galvantula was quicker than Primal Groudon, right, on the episode before, which I think is part of the reason why I did think about it. I must have won that speed tie, so it just made me think that the guy was faster, but it just turned out I won a 50-50. Alright, Thundersnow, you can do it now, buddy. Don't worry about it. Again, the strategy relies okay, skip through this. Relies purely on a string shot. There we go. Now I think we've done it. We've cracked it, because I'm pretty certain, unless again my speed counts are wrong. When are my speed counts ever wrong, though? I think now that Ledian will be faster, Ledian will set up Tailwind, which will mean that every bug is faster. To be honest with you, I might even be faster as Beedrill already. I don't know if I did that calc. Because I'm pretty certain Beedrill is about as fast as Ledian. Maybe Ledian's a bit quicker. I can't remember. Either way, we'll just follow the plan. Because now he's definitely quicker at 2 times speed. And Groudon being 1 speed lower. We endeavor it. It didn't use a physical move, which I didn't expect it to be honest with you, so we don't get the Rocky Helmet proc. That doesn't matter, because Rabombe was quicker anyway than Groudon. Even without getting turbo spared and slowing down the Groudon. So this is now guaranteed over. And assuming the AI, because I've not deleted all of Rabombe's moves, I've left the Rabombe moveset. Thank you. I was going to say, as long as you use an attacking move, we win this. And just like that, that's how you beat Primal Groudon with a bunch of bugs. You just cheese the guy. And actually, I had to think about off camera, because I didn't really want to cheese every battle with Endeavor. but I actually couldn't think of a better way immediately with these bugs. Even a Araquanid, which could like stay on the field quite a while from the previous testing, it just doesn't have a good move versus it, so it was just very awkward. Yeah, I do want my Pokemon back, actually. Oh, I have to go back to there. Okay, I actually forgot about this. I thought it was going straight to the gym leader. Alright, well, that's another boss that we have to overcome as well. That's fine. Anyway, the other painful thing I had, and why I was like, I decided to go with this strategy with these Pokemon. I had to use the move deleter to get to the appropriate move sets to get through this. Thunder Snow, I'm probably not going to use too much going forwards anyway. It's like a quick defensive Galvantula. It's probably my more like setup Galvantula than my other one, which I think has got a better EV spread. Galaxy is like my support Ledium, but I think it's pretty weird when you like look at it. Yeah, it's got a really specific moveset, I think, to live through an attack versus Alice, so again, I'm probably not using Ledium too much compared to some of the other Lediums. It's also got Early Bird, not huge power, which the other one has got. So I don't think I'm using Galaxy too much, so it's a nice last hurrah for these two Pokemon. Dust Bowl was the only one where I was a bit sad, because I think Dust Bowl is about as good as a Beedrill as I can realistically get. Not quite true, because I've not got perfect IVs, but they're okay. So I probably will have to relearn some moves on Beedrill at some point, which means I'm going to have to use Heart Scales. And Heart Scales, whilst being a renewable resource, are still slightly awkward to get. Like, it's cost me time. So, renewable, yes, but also wasting my time, also yes. Think I can't see that? Sneaky Pokeball? I can. I'm a puzzle-solving master, as we've alluded to many times. We don't have Rock Climb yet. So we're done with the volcano for now. Okay. Right, let me go get a party of Pokemon. So we can actually go to Frozen Heights and do that area reasonably. Alright, no offense, Thundersnow, thanks for your work. 07 and all that, or 07 and all that. You're going in the goodies box, not the besties box. I'm trying to be a bit more specific as well with which bugs I take forward, but to be honest with you, it's a bit all up in the air right now. I don't really want to level up like 4 Rabombays and 5 Araquanids. I need to be a bit more like picky with what I do. Ledian, you can go into this box as well for now. Beedrill, I might actually give you some moves back. I also need to take that Rocky Helmet off you because it is actually worthless. Although I say all of this actually, maybe I do bring Beedrill because we're going into the Team Light base. And they're going to use fairies. And fairies, I say they're going to use fairies. I think they'll use fairies. Fairies are not great versus poison types. And Beedrill is a poison type, I think. Wait, are you poison or are you bug flying? Either way, you learn poison moves, so I should probably consider bringing you. Similarly, I should probably bring Glade for steel typing. I won't bring 2 Rabombays. Bring one of you two. You have Psychic Hypnosis, Mirror Coat. Okay, you're very similar, honestly. Who's got a better stat line? You've got better special defense. You're meant to be the support one, right? And you're meant to be the offensive one. Okay. Even though you've got, like, Reflect on you. You're the offensive one. And then I guess we'll bring Heracross with us. Good old Heracross. And this seems like a reasonable team to me. Alright, let me take that, please. That, please. And that, please. Oh, wait, actually, no, you can keep that. Yeah, you're fine keeping that. You've got Quick Claw. Let me nab that off you as well. Because Quick Claw, sadly, right now is one of my better items. Let me take that as well, because you don't need it. That's to reduce rock damage. You can hold on to your Citrus Berries. That's fine. We're probably going to use that strategy multiple times. You're holding an Everstone because you can't ever evolve, but I'm basically never going to use it ever again. You actually can get out of the goodies box. I think I mentioned I did actually use that guy a little bit because he was the only bug at the time that learned knockoff, so it made it easy to farm items. That was purely why I had it. Alright, Dust Bowl, give me that. And what are you holding now? Wide lens for more accuracy. You're holding nothing because you're meant to be holding the Lax Incense. And Beedrill, I have no idea what you should have. Sure, I'll give you Scope Lens for now. You can hold on to the Scope Lens. And then I'll be a very kind person. I will actually give you your movesets back. I do think I'm going to give you Endeavor, though. Alright, Beedrill. I think Twin Needle's a pretty good move for you purely because I think you've got Technician. Although I say that, hang on a minute, Pin Missile might be better at this point than Twin Needle. Yeah, it probably is, in fact. I'll definitely give you Poison Jab. I think Pin Missile would be nice. Fell Sting would also be nice, but I very rarely use that appropriately. I could give you Toxic Spikes, I guess. You're a bit fragile for a setup Pokemon, as in, like, you're the most fragile Pokemon I've got, I think. Yeah, you're pretty fragile. And you're relatively quick, so maybe it's fine. Maybe I just set it up one time, except that you're going to die and then, you know, move on with life. I think for now, we'll just keep you with those moves, and I'll check the TM case. Is there anything I can put into you on the TM case? I don't need to be a special attacking Beedrill, funnily enough. Could give you Swords Dance, but I think setting up on you is virtually impossible. Giga Impact, sure. You know what? Actually, Payback's pointless. I feel like when you've got Bug-type moves, Dark-type's not that important, because realistically, the Dark-type moves are going to be good into the Psychic-type, right? And I'm already good into it with Bug, so I don't really need Psychic coverage. Again, I don't want a special attack on Beedrill, and I've got a better move anyway. False Swipe? Wow, Beedrill, you don't actually have, like, a great move pool. At least for my TMs. Aerial Ace is fine. That'll fit the bill. And I think I'll leave you in the back. No offense, buddy. I'll lead with Glade, because I think Glade is just a safer coverage move user. And also, he's actually quite tanky and all that jazz. Alright, back to home. Oh, actually, I can go this way as well now. I've got Rock Smash, so what's over here? A Dawnstone. Well, it's a sellable. I seem to remember as well, you can get... Can you go back in here? Oh, you can. You can get... Oh, can I get into here? Oh, I need to actually do the game, right? I have to go through the area, and they can unlock all this. I think you can get Houndoomite in here, which obviously is not that useful for my playthrough, but I might as well grab it. I don't know if there's any quests associated with getting all of the Z crystals and the Mega crystals and all that type of thing, but I'm pretty certain the cube holds like infinite loot anyway, so why not? Very convenient, by the way, that someone left the uniform here. I think for the lore reasons, it tells you why that happened. Anyway, I'm sneaking in. I am the Lord of Stealth. I am the Lord of stealing keycards off the ground. Alright, down we go. I'm hoping actually this isn't the... I think it actually isn't. I don't think it is fairy types now that I think about it. I've got a funny feeling this is the remnants of the... I can't remember what it's called now. Not the Light of Ruin, it's the other one. The Shadows. So I think it might be dark typing. Which is great with my bugs. Oh, one other thing I was doing off camera, by the way, in case you've noticed, like, I'm picking up items I've not shown on camera. I did a bunch of raid battles off camera. Basically, any day that I was doing any grinding, I just did the raid battles that I've got access to right now. Purely because I get, like, random berries, I get random items sometimes. But I don't think I've, like, caught anything interesting. I've literally been doing it for the loot. Because there are some battle items right now I can't get except from raid battles. So, it's worth doing. I was gonna say, I think this guy fights me. Maybe not. There's some of them that go like, oh boss, I'd love to fight you. Yeah, sure. I'll do it. Come and look at all my dark type Pokemon. Smile. Scrafty. There is, by the way, a dark bug Pokemon. It's not in this game, no, it's a Gen 9 Pokemon. I think it's Low Kicks, right? And is Nimpole as well dark typing? I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure that's a dark bug. Okay, I can't remember if I got Quick Claw on this guy. Which one's more damaging? I've actually forgotten. Oh, whatever, we'll just do X-Scissor. It's Stab. Actually, now that I think about it, so was Smart Strike, but... Okay, you swaggered me, just break through Confusion Glade. Damn it. This shouldn't do too much, though. Nice. Glade can't be confused. He snaps out immediately. Doesn't quite pick up the kill. There goes the Quick Claw. You love to see it. Man, if only Glade was not the slowest Pokemon in the game, it would actually be pretty strong. Malama, I'm pretty certain, is 4 times weak to Bug. I think it's like my favorite Pokemon right now. Not that I like using it, but I like abusing it. Okay, I'm dead. That's okay. Glenn will get him. Yeah, I think you're 4 times weak to Bug and 2 times to Fairy. I like that he didn't question the fact that I'm using, you know, bugs, but... I guess we pay them to battle, not to think. Where are my revives? We might as well use them. I've got 116 of these bad boys. And we might actually be at the point now, I can't remember if I am. Maybe I can get better the super potions. I've got all these potions sat here, but I've not been using them. Not because I've been doing well, it's generally because I've been wiping every time I get into a battle recently. Thought she was going to battle me because she was having red text. Okay, is this the key card I need? It is. Again, great work, Grunts. I just nabbed the key card or even your key card off your desk and just move on with life. No one questions things again. We pay you to battle, not to think. Okay, now you'd think I'd remember which way the 2 doors were, but I have no memory of where the 2 doors were or weren't. We just run around tapping doors again. Are you two? You are. Reaper Cloth, again, not really for this playthrough, but... And then you were a 3, right? I'll be back. Okay, the 3 is definitely in here. I remember that. Because I think it's down here somewhere. Oh, do you battle me as well? Yeah, I think you Omni Boost your Pokemon and then battle me. Alright, we'll fight. I say Omni Boost. I think you boost it in 1 stat. Excuse me, Grunt. That is not a Dark-type Pokemon, it's a Fairy-type Pokemon. Are you part of the Light of Ruin? By any chance? Get drilled. Okay, I get crunched. Again, it shouldn't do too much damage, even with the boost. That, on the other hand, did a lot of damage. Okay. Base. Oh, that thing probably has levitate, actually. I don't think attack matters in Vikavolt, though, right? I thought it was an insane special attacker. Isn't that your deal, normally? And then you look like you're meant to be incredibly quick, but actually you're unbelievably slow. In fact, I might be quicker than you. I don't think I am, but it wouldn't surprise me. Do I risk it? I mean, I don't really have a great swap, to be honest with you. I guess you're not a terrible switch. I'll try it. Unlucky. If I just attacked, I would have won. But I required, I think, the quick claw. I'm not entirely certain I was quicker. It would have been a bit of a slow off, put it that way. Wow, you did not take that particularly well either. I think on this front I am quicker than you, though. Alright, they swap. Oh, do you have a Dark type? No, Bronzong. Again, probably has Levitate. So, don't use ground moves, basically. The attack rising on this also doesn't matter. Yeah. And that is going to be... I guess we can try Hypnosis and swap. Okay. The fire would be insane here, but I don't have fire. You're pretty spooky, because if you get hit by a... If you get hit by a sad move, then... As in, like, a psychic move, then you're going to just pop. Actually, I've not got a great Pokemon for Bronzong. I think Bug is neutral, right? Yeah, I guess we'll fish for crits on Pin Missile. Okay, well, there's one of the crits. You know what? Pretty good. With a +1 attack boost, Beedrill's actually quite a scary Pokemon. And we're definitely faster than Vikavolt in this situation. We'll do Technician boosted Pin Missile again. Dude, great work, Beedrill. It's like Timu Heracross out there. Oh, thank you. Very appreciated. Can I get through here, by the way? Thank you. Great work. Right, if we're using polygons, very good. And it's just that simple, ladies and gentlemen, to infiltrate a secret organization. Just go in wearing a cloak. Alright. I found the true evil in this organization. It's her. Apparently it's using complex algorithm to what? Complex algorithm to determine the approximate location of the Light of Ruin HQ. Trust me, I'm looking over your shoulder right now. You're just doing AI art. That's all you're doing, and then selling it. You're a vermin on this world, okay? Oh, I've got 3 now, so what is this TM? Torment. Torment stops you using the same move twice in a row, right? That's its deal. Let me just go and use the key card here as well. while I'm remembering it. Black glasses, actually somewhat useful. If I need to power up a dark type move on my not existing bug dark Pokemon, I've got the item. And then I think, I was going to say, this is the battle. Alright, what are we doing? I think Zeph is the one with the Houndoom, right? Like Alakazam and Houndoom or something. Okay, 6 Pokemon, immediately slightly concerned. It's a Gyarados. I'm not thrilled with my opening. That seems like a job for Vikavolt. This thing's gonna Dragon Dance, isn't it? I have no good moves versus you. I've kind of fucked up here, actually. Nice Quick Claw again, Glade. Keep up the good work. Oh, it Mega Evolved. Oh, that may be even worse, actually. Huh. Oh yeah, that's bad. Okay. We're living in the worst timeline. I might already have lost this battle, to be completely honest with you. You have to hit Hypnosis. You have to hit Hypnosis. You can't miss. We lose if you miss. Okay, well, you've killed me, Solar Flare. Goodbye. I suspect that's quicker than every Pokemon I've got now. So, it's gonna wipe me. Glen's my next fastest, so I need to hit Stun Spore. Yeah, it's over. I lost to the first Pokemon. To be fair, what was I supposed to do? I actually had nothing for that. I guess there's a small chance that you can deal with it, but I don't think you do, actually. I think you're still going to be screwed here. Even with the detect and the speed up, you're not going to get it. I think I need to detect back-to-back. And maybe you're faster, but even then I'm not sure. Gyarados is not that slow, right? Okay, I fucked up. No, I wasn't faster. Detect is priority. Well, I might not have been. Anyway, you lived? What? How? What is this god of a Pokemon? Okay, you have to hit Hypnosis. Oh, you're still slower. Oh, it's Lax Incense! Oh my god. How good are it? We do all this, by the way, and Low Pressure has an issue. He only has a Bug-type move, but you've lost your Flying typing, although you're a Dragon, so it doesn't really help me. Wait. Oh, you're a Dark-type. Never mind. I'm dumb. I'm gonna get hit, aren't I? Instantaneously. Yeah, Mega, you're my only hope to get through this guy now. Oh my god, it's gonna do it. It's gonna do it. I can't believe it. Alright, all we're scared of now is priority moves. Never mind, he's gone. Although, that removes the Dragon Dance. He's still asleep, right? So we could do with Confusion here. I don't have a great swap here either, so I'm going to... You know, let's detect and see what you're doing. What's the plan here? Brave Bird. Yeah, that'll kill me from 3 health. I mean, I don't have a better play right now than Double Team and Signal Beam all the way through. I think I'm going to fish for Confusion. You're quicker than me? How? I've had like 5 speed boosts. How are you faster than me? It's not possible. I know Talonflame is really quick, but... You've got an item. There's no way you're quicker than me. You've got something that's giving you priority. I think. Right? How was that thing faster than me? Oh, have you got Oblivious or something? Wait. It's an ability, right? Oh, it's Gale Wings. Never mind. Okay. That's going to be a problem for me. Like, a very big problem for me. As in, I think I've lost. Type of problem. Because I'm pretty certain it's going to kill from here. Oh, you have Flare Blitz as well? I found Asmodeus himself is this Talonflame. The recoil damage is not insignificant. Beedrill, off yourself for the cause, buddy. There's no way you're quicker. All I can hope is the recoil kills here, because Heracross will also not be quicker. Alright, we lose. I mean, we were losing anyway, but I would have liked to have at least taken out a Pokemon. Alright, the Mega Gyarados is a problem. Pretty big problem, but at least it's not a dragon. I thought he evolved into Water Dragon, but Water Dark is actually not bad. Retrospectively, I fucked up my opening. If I noticed it was dark, I was fine, but I was certain it was a dragon. I've also got my team on the left wrong. I keep forgetting to do this, but... let me just run back. And by run, let me fly back to somewhere with a Pokemon Center and a box. So, lead. Water, Dark. So anything with like a super duper bug move might get him. I probably would actually be fine with like Rabombe doing this, to be honest with you. You're the super one, right? Very good special attack? Yeah. So let's link with Rabombe. Then, we just saw they have Talonflame. How am I going to get around Talonflame? It is 4 times weak to Rock. So maybe I try you. But I don't know the damage calcs here. I suspect you die to either Flame Burst or Brave Bird, but I can give you a berry. And then maybe that helps. Now, I don't know any of the other Pokemon, but I'm going to guess that Beedrill is not a good idea. Even though, like, I don't think he did anything really wrong. You're just a Beedrill. Solar Flare is, like, very specific. I'm actually going to take Solar Flare out as well, because if they are using Dark Pokemon, I think there is a Dark one in there somewhere, then you're not going to be that useful. You've got a Shout. You've got Toxic, and I could stall. And I think you've got a Shout as well. Because you're relatively quick. And you have Sticky Web. Not that useful versus the bird. The bird is the issue right now. Man, Tailwind would not go amiss here either. Let me go with this and just try and move the needle along and see what else they've got. I'm gonna give you the... The problem with this is the game's gonna know which berry I've given it. So it'll use the opposite move. And I think they both do the same amount of damage, roughly, because they're both stab. I'll give you a Cobra Berry. I'll give you... Maybe I give you the orb. The orb? Or is it? Not odd incense. Actually, who's holding on to life orb? Alright, so it's holding on to life orb. Lens. You. You hold life orb. I'm interested. I mean, the problem with you as well. I was going to say, can I set up some stuff with you? Or Salt Flat, for that matter. But it's actually kind of scary because they're setting up on me as well, so... You do have Electro Web. Which would, like, offset the Dragon Dance speed part of it. I think I'll just stick with what I've got right now. And then move from there. You've got a Magnet. What have you not got? You've not got great things. We don't know who I want to use you against, to be honest with you right now. I might give you Leftovers. You can be quite defensive. Like, defensively bulky. So, we'll try this for now, and then... See? At the end of the day, I only saw 2 Pokemon. So, I can't really do much from there. Let me as well just change the sidebar before people start complaining about it. Okay, we have Rabombe lead. Where is Rabombe? There is Rabombe. We have Veil, who I think is not going to do well here, but I'm hoping for the best. What's really frustrating as well is if I can get onto the next route for, like, the progression, I can get Rock Blast on Heracross, which sounds really weird, but it's actually true. A Rock Blast on my Heracross right now would go absolutely crazy. It would give me a good option for dealing with Fly-type Pokemon, kind of. I do appreciate it's 4 times weak to flying, but still. It would give me some hope being able to just one-shot them. On a relatively quick Pokemon as well. Turned out I didn't need to add Rabombe to the list. There were 2 on there already. My bad. Heracross, you're on the list. And Galvantula is on the list. Okay. I've got a sneaking suspicion. Actually, I've got 2 suspicions here. The first one is that it's going to swap out when I use Rabombe. And it'll go into like a poison type or something. My other suspicion is that it might not Mega Evolve because then it won't get the dark typing. Also, we should probably use the one with Moonblast, not the one with Dazzling Gleam, but hey-ho. So it did Mega Evolve, which means I should have used Pollen Puff, not Dazzling Gleam, because Pollen Puff does more damage. But I was trying to catch the swap because I think Fairy's got like a better coverage than Bug. How much does this do? Nearly full. My next question... Oh, he just Iron-Headed me immediately. Okay, that'll one-shot because I'm not the strongest boy. It's gonna go into fucking the bird. I really needed to get confusion there. Okay. Do Oh, I know what it's not good, actually. I was going to say we go into this guy now, but that's not very good. I think I just have to eat it and just die. I'll waste a PP with Detect, but any amount of speed I get... Oh, it used Overheat. Oh, he might not now if I'm quicker, though. I don't know if I am quicker, though. If I hit that, there was a chance. Okay, we get another round of it. As long as this guy keeps throwing and not using Brave Bird. There's a chance. There's a chance. I now need sleep turns to go well for me. What I don't do is stay in this time. I immediately go into Veil, and we just pray that you stay asleep for 3 turns. That's fine. That resets to sleep. You have Thunderous. Excuse me? Well, actually, this surely is going to one-shot me. I just don't quite know how. I've got ground typing. Oh, it's flying, right? I'm in a bug. I've got a Cobra Berry, though. They swapped. Okay, that's insane. Umbreon. Again, Dark type. My bugs can go crazy. This will do nothing. I mean, to be fair, this Pokemon is not that strong anyway. You have leftovers. That's going to be a bit of an issue. Wish. Oh, you're going to swap and get the Wish on Gyarados? Is that the plan here? No, you're just going to stall me. Cool. Very fun. What does he do? I thought you might do that. Okay, if you're going to do this, I'm going to set up on you, Umbreon. Yeah, I thought so, you scumbag. Back to Gyarados. Man, if only it just attacked. So that's 1 defense and special defense rise. The Wish hits Gyarados. I think this will kill, though. I'm going to be slower, probably. Oh, you Dragon Dance. You throw it. I think this will kill. Although Vespiquen's not the strongest of Pokemon, it is a mixed attacker, but surely this kills. Super effective. It's a pretty strong attack. Stab. Didn't kill. Okay, we're forced to swap again. Back to Umbreon. Thunderous. Am I a bird? I know it's a funny thing to say, but I am a bird, so I will get hit pretty hard by a thunder attack. The problem is if it does a flying attack as well, I'm not in a great position. But I think I'm going to go into Cobra Berry, land. The flip side is I try and live through the attack and get Toxic off. This wouldn't be the worst thing to Toxic. I was probably going to try and do it to the Umbreon at some point, but you know what? I'm going to predict Electric. Nice. Okay, get red. And this time last time it swapped on this. Okay. It's going to go back to Umbreon, right? Zebstrikey. So you got 2 electric Pokemon. Now, why did he go to Zebstriker is the real question. Do you have Flame Charge? Is this where we're going with this? Because if it's Flame Charge, I can't really do anything about that. I don't have a Sweaty Swap into Fire, so I think I'm just going to stick in, and I'm going to try and Bulldoze you. It's Flare Bullets. Okay, this might kill me. By might, I expect it to kill me. Yeah. Oh. Well, you got the recall damage. That was an attack boost, right? How fast is Zebstriker? I actually have to check this. I can't remember how fast this thing is. Zeb Striker. It's pretty damn quick. I think I need to do this strat again of detect and then go for the kill. Has Vault Tackle. Okay. The question is, am I quicker now? Sleep Clause will be in effect, so I can't put it to sleep. I'm slower. Okay, it Flame Blitz, though. I'm going to lose Yan Mega here, but it's going to die. It's going to get close to death, actually. It's way higher health than I thought. I don't have priority moves anymore, either. Just pray Thunderclap is faster. There's the next strat. Nope. Okay. That Zep Striker is a problem. It's dead, but it's a problem. It's not over yet. Forgot you still existed. I've got to be honest with you. That is a problem. It's going to one-shot me. I don't have a safe swap anymore. And I think Thundurus will kill both my Pokemon. Alright, well, I think I've made the right play here. Oh, it's got Life Orb. I think I've made the right play because I need Confusion now to get the kill. Confusion? I mean, the Toxic is really minor anyway, because Heracross is going to be killed by this thing. Again, I need another Confusion hit to have any chance of winning this. Alright, well, that's the end of that. Because sure, this has a Flying type move, and it's going to 4 times Heracross. And I don't have Protect, so... Psychic. That's going to kill me. Okay, not quite. So you're saying there's a chance? Am I quicker than any of the Pokemon that are left? Oh my god, you got a Gengar as well! I'm going to be slower than Gengar, I think. Yeah. Wow. Okay, well, Heracross is not the right pick. The crit probably mattered. Yeah, Heracross is 100% not the right Pokemon here, because it is too slow. That Zep Striker is seriously bad news. I'm probably going to need to bring Araquanid, which is fine. I probably should have grabbed it anyway, to be honest with you. So you're too slow for your cheese strat. Probably should have burnt you as well before I did that, but it doesn't matter. Where is Glenn? Glenn, I need you to teach this guy an appropriate move, which actually means I need to go somewhere else first. Sorry. My bad. It's a little bit awkward to use the egg mover, because you don't get to pick which slot it goes into, so it's better to delete a move first and then learn another one. So I'm going to get you to forget Dazzling Gleam. Wait, you're the wrong Pokemon. Well, actually, that doesn't matter too much. Yeah, that's fine. You're fast enough at the very least. Okay, let me go back to the daycare now. Use the egg person. Actually, before I do this, let me just save, because this can actually go wrong still. If there's an egg move I've forgotten about on this Pokemon, I might overwrite something I don't want to overwrite. which I can fix, but I can't be bothered because it takes quite a lot of resources. Anyway, I need to go from Glen to Valley. Yeah. Okay, we have Moonblast now on Valley. Very good. So that hopefully means that you now killed the Gyarados rather than leaving it on 1 health. So that opening is fine. I think Veil caused a lot of issues in the squad. In their squad, that is. So I think Veil is retaining its place. I'm not sure I get much value out of 2 Ribombes, to be honest with you. The one I've got is fine. The Zeb Striker is the issue, so I guess we bring an Araquanid with me. And I'd like it to be extremely bulky. Bulky? Pretty bulky. Bulky? Pretty bulky. I think I'm going to bring Halt with me. And then I'm going to take this off you. I'm going to give it to you instead. Because you are definitely my bulkiest Pokemon, I think. Well, actually, not true. I do have Shuckle, but I've not bred him still. Oh, sorry, I have bred him, but I've not trained him yet. Actually, you know what? Shuckle could be really good in this battle. I kind of regret not doing it before this. And yeah, I guess you're not really offering anything either. Like, there is some merit of having you in the party for Tailwind. There'd also be actually quite a lot of merit for setting up Stealth Rocks, because Thundurus would take quite a chunk of damage. We got them to swap around quite a lot as well last time. Man, I really wish I'd actually trained the Shuckle up. Because it would actually go kind of crazy here, I think. Actually, I might do it. Maybe I put you through the pain of what I experienced. Because this guy could actually fuck right now. I'm pretty certain it learns Stealth Rocks. It's got an unbelievably good defensive stat. You can do some really big shenanigans. By the way, I've intentionally left its attack and special attack low. And speed low for that matter. I've intentionally tanked those stats. Because I don't care about them. Do we do a quick Shuckle training montage? I know we do this off camera, but you can experience what I experienced for a change. Let me just pull up Shuckle quickly. I wouldn't lead with it, by the way, but it'd be something I could swap into and probably just take a hit. Like, it's bug rock, so it doesn't have the fire weakness that, like, every one of my other bugs has. I guess with the exception of Araquanid. And then, what do I do with it? I just try and put up Stealth Rock? Wait, do you learn Stealth Rock? I lose my mind. Where is Stealth Rock? I thought I was 100% certain you were a Stealth Rock setter. Oh, it's a TM. Do I have the TM for Stealth Rock? Otherwise, that actually quashes the plan. Did I not pick that up, like, really recently? I did. Okay, hang on a minute. So I could give you Stealth Rock. I could try and do the shenanigans of, and it won't work in this battle, but Power Split to take your attack and put it onto my own. Because, in case you don't know about Shuckle, Shuckle has a really weird stat line. In fact, let me go onto my window. This is Shuckle's stat line. It has no attack, no special attack, no speed, basically no health, but has unbelievable defensive stats. Like, it's such a weird Pokemon. So if you can, like, do Guard Split, which averages your attack with your opponents and redistributes it, you can kind of neuter Pokemon. It doesn't take the stats, though. Sorry, the stat boost. It just takes the raw stat, I believe, and averages it, and then gives them the boost back again. But it can do some pretty disgusting things. What else would I give this thing? Like, what am I targeting? I guess it'd be targeting partially the Thunderous. Because, I think when we figure out a way to get through that Thunderous, life becomes easier. Rock Slide is kind of worthless. Not quite worthless, but it's not great in this situation. Because I can't use the flinch because I'm going to be slower. The other reason why, by the way, why I tanked its stats, because part of the reason was for Power Split, in case I use it. But also, if I use Trick Room at some point, then I want to be slower as hell. But I don't have anyone that learns Trick Room yet, so I can't use Trick Room. We can't get to Stone Edge, which is probably the other rock move I would consider giving you. Which means you'd be using Rock Throw, which is not great. But yeah, setting up Stealth Rocks would be pretty good. Actually, who else learns Stealth Rocks? Before I put you through pain. Dwebble on the next route learns it. Wormadam learns it. Who actually did pretty well in the last battle, so maybe I put Wormadam in. Sorry, keep Wormadam in and give him Stealth Rocks. Okay. Shuckle. Buddy. If I'm desperate, I'll come back to you, but I think we have a Shuckle adjacent Pokemon for now. Which then brings me back to the question of... do I want to set up Tailwind? Or do I want a Pokemon that can set up Tailwind? I just struggle to see where Butterfree's ever going to be able to activate it, because it's not that quick. It's pretty slow. Like, I feel like Butterfree's a Pokemon that... it's not that great, but whenever it sees, like, any modicum of play, it's only in doubles. You need some way to protect the Butterfree. And the other issue is... let me quickly check this as well. How fast is Thunderous? I know it's quick. It's the Therian form, right? It's only 101 speed, actually, in Therian form. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's pretty fast. I might have been, like, conflating with Tornadus, actually, which is definitely very quick. Got a very good special attack. Yeah, pretty fast. 101 speed. So... did I check if Galvantula was quicker than it? Did I get the opportunity to check that? Because Galvantula theoretically would be... no, actually, Galvantula's going to be shit versus it, right? Especially when it has Volt Absorb. Yeah, Galvantula would be pretty shit versus it. I can't paralyze it, so I would have to put it to sleep. Or poison, or toxic. You know what I could try and do? I could try and Mirror Coat it with Solar Flare, which would be pretty funny. Because they didn't bring any Dark types, did they? Oh no, they've got Espeon, sorry. That's the only Dark type they've got. And you have the speedier one, which actually doesn't matter in the case of Miracle, I think. You've also got a special defense drop, which is probably not a good idea, but I'm intending to use you for. Okay. Let me entertain you. Also, let me go here a second, and I'm going to change your nature. It's really an awkward thing I'm going to do here. As it's awkward. No, this makes sense. I think I'm not going to give you speed. I think I'm going to up your special defense and then minus your attack. I'm going to give you calm. So it means you're more likely to live through one of these attacks. I don't care about the attack stat. I don't really care about the speed stat when it comes down. Maybe I'd give you speed plus special defense. Sorry, plus special defense and minus... Yeah, no, this. Oh no, plus speed minus attack. Maybe I do that. Let me try that. I should really... This is where the calculations come very useful. Because then you know exactly what you can live through and what you can't live through. I think I'd be able to take one. By the way, that's like all my money, isn't it? Okay, that's... I'm poor. Okay, that's fine. I still think it's a better nature than I had before, so I won't complain about it. Either way. But I may need to change that again immediately. And then I would like you to learn a bug move. Probably that one. I think I'm going to get rid of Reflect on this guy. I don't need Reflect. I can also relearn it if I have to. So yeah, Mirror Coat, Psychic Hypnosis, Bug Buzz. And now, in theory, you should be good against Umbreon, and I think you will not be terrible against Thundurus because of the Mirror Coat. That is my theory. What are you holding? Twisted Spoon. Sure, keep it. I don't know if that affects Mirror Coat. I don't think it does, but in case it does, let's do something with that. And then I guess the question is, what do I do with Wield? Do I actually bring Wield? Because Wield kind of did nothing, but at the same time, Wield, I feel like, could do something. Maybe I put Rocky Helmet on him. But he's not that... I don't know. It's actually really hard. They swapped around so much that it's kind of hard to figure out exactly what's going on. They did use, like, Brave Bird shenanigans versus me. I guess that's the other question. I've got someone to deal with Zeb Strike, but how do I deal with... What's his name? How do I deal with Talonflame? Because the reason Talonflame got killed last time is it killed. It didn't get killed at all. How I beat it last time effectively was just putting it to sleep with this guy. But if it realizes that it just has a Brave Bird when it kills me, what do I do then? Eh? And there's no point in doing this Endure strategy because it's literally a priority move buff with Gale Wings. What if I use you? An Electric Bug wouldn't be bad, because it won't do Brave Bird then, it will do... I can't give you a Fire Reduction Berry though, it'll use the Fire move instead. Fuck this... Why is it always a Firebird? Why do we keep fighting Firebirds? I thought in the last few episodes... Well, actually, I didn't fight Moltres. I guess I fought Entei, but it's like Entei, Groudon, Ho-Oh have been fighting recently. Now Talonflame, what is this? I guess this is actually where the power would be in Shuckle. It could really fuck up Talonflame. You know what? I said I wasn't, but I'm going to. I'm going to put you through this misery. I say misery, it's not going to take me that long. Normally, by the way, I would just, like, this would be, oh, I end the episode, I move on with life, but it's been so short, I've literally done, I pushed 4 buttons earlier, that's all I've done so far. Right, where's Macho Brace? And I need to give you defense, the defense one is the grass guy. So let me bring a Fire Bug with me. So we're going to use you in the final party. And the other final thing I need to consider is what Yanmega's move is, because I've got Signal Beam right now for confusion, but let's be real, it might be better to not have Signal Beam on that thing in this battle. Should I want to learn Encore? Hold it, I will say. We're probably not going to use... What? Probably not going to use Bide on this thing. I would like a rock move, but I don't think this is going to be the one, but I'll give it you. I think I'd rather use Rock Throw than Roll Out. In case you're wondering what I'm doing, by the way, these battles in this gym house, I think I've explained it already, but in this house, they've all got pure EVs for beating Pokemon. So there are Pokemon you beat, and you get EVs for beating them. And you can, like, hold a certain amount of EVs on your Pokemon before they stop growing from effort values. And one of the ways you can make Pokemon, like, super strong is you give them EVs in only stats that matter. So in the case of Shuckle, you probably want to give it Defense, for example. It's got such an insane defensive stat. So that's what I'm doing. This trainer here, in fact, all the trainers in this house offer pure... They offer you battles versus the same typing, which all give a pure EV. And this grass trainer gives you pure defense. So I'm just doing this battle to get purely EVs in defense. Also, I get some money for beating these guys, so I do need a bit of the economy. In case you're wondering how I see these EVs, I got an item way back, and it shows you your IVs, your EVs, and your like base stats from this. So currently I'm gaining defensive EVs. I can get as many as 252 in one category, and I can hold 510 altogether. So I'm going to give this 252 defense, I'm going to give it 252 HP, then I'll probably give it a bit of special defense on top of that. And this is what I've done like between episodes. This is like the grinding stuff where I'm like, you're not going to be that interested to see this. And I suspect I am right about that. I'm probably not going to give you a book move, to be honest with you. Normally when I'm like doing this, I've also got like a clear plan of action, but I don't quite have a clear plan of action yet for this thing. I probably want to give you Power Split though, I think. Like in my brain, I'm like, what if I give you Power Split, I give you Rest. I give you a Chesto Berry so that you can Chesto Resto. And I just make you really fucking awkward to deal with. The flip side of that is they give you Rocky Helmet and just make you fucking really awkward to deal with. Actually, I think I like the idea of that more. Give it Rocky Helmet instead of Chesto Resto. Maybe I do keep Rest on it, but... Oh, and by the way, the item I gave it before, you may have noticed I gave it a Macho Brace. Macho Brace increases the amount of EVs you get. I think I can boost this brace as well later in the game, so I get a bigger boost, because currently it's only 2 times. I would obviously like that to be like 8 times if I could get it and just do 1 or 2 battles and then instantly get what I want, but I'm not quite there yet. We're not going to take Guard Split. Guard Split on this Pokemon seems like a bit of a troll, to be honest with you. I think the idea of Guard Split is you would side it into a Pokemon adjacent which has no defensive stats, and you give basically Shuckle's defense, or some of Shuckle's defense, to another Pokemon. Where are we at right now, Shuckle? 108, yeah, this is not too bad. The only thing I'll say is like a downside of this dress code place. I say downside, it's one of an annoyance of it. There are some of them that give you a ton of EVs for the battle. This defensive one is actually not very good. It's okay, but it's better than the speed one, which is this girl. But the one in the top right is the attack one, and it gives you like so many per cycle of beating them. And I kind of wish they were all like thought of in that way. Also, they don't give you the same amount of money, which is really annoying when you're, you know, you want to only do certain EVs and you're getting like, the tuber girl I think gives you like 15 bucks or something per win, whereas the guy in the top corner gives you 3,000. And it's like, come on, can you not be the attack guy? But it's like a minor complaint, to be honest with you. You know what? I will give you Rock Slide, even though you can't flinch via it. They're both 90 accurate, and this one has got more damage. And And down the road, if I do get Trick Room, I can use you as like a Trick Room Pokemon as well. Nearly at the cap, which is another reason, by the way, why this house exists, is the battle in the top left, which is actually for HP EVs, is also, like, unbelievably good for experience. And I do need to get I do need to get HP in a second, so I will definitely get to the level cap very quickly. Right, rather than me, like, going out and grinding wild Pokemon, which would take literally hours, with the speed up button, I'm basically done in 10 minutes. Alright, where are we now, Shuckle? 240. 240, exactly. I don't know how much I'm getting per round of this. I'm hoping it's like 12. But I suspect it isn't. 12? Oh, it is 12. Okay, that's perfect. Oh, 12 or more. Alright, now we need to fight this guy. Let me just remove my lead a second. And we'll go with... I'm just trying to do this in a way that, like, optimizes everything. Actually, slightly awkward party here. Try this. This battle's not, like, hard, but you can kind of get caught out sometimes if you're not paying attention. Gastro Acid, that removes your ability, right? Yeah, suppresses the opponent's ability. I don't need that. I think it also only works while you're on the field. Really? You all just attack one Pokemon? Come on. Anyway, it's fine. It's only really awkward this one where they're just constantly taking you down. When you're trying to, like, level up 5 or 6 Pokemon at the same time. I say 5. 4 Pokemon at the same time. And you lose one of them and you're like, okay, I have to use like a level 30 Pokemon in this battle. That's not going to be good. But when it's only one, it's not that bad. How much are we getting for this? We're getting like 16 per cycle, so that's not too bad. It'd be a little bit better if... I was going to say my Pokemon are stronger. If I had burnt Olympus before doing this, I think Olympus would one-shot them, which, again, would make things slightly quicker, but... I think it would take longer for me to go burn Olympus, come back, and then, you know, one-shot them all, rather than me just smashing down that speed-up button and smashing A. Alright, where are you at? Shuckle's also at the level cap right now. 80. There are potentially other ways to have done this, Shuckle. Normally, I think with Shuckle sets, you do defense, not special defense, but potentially if I was, like, really, like, concerned about especially attacking Pokemon, I could have gone for a special defensive build, but... The other funny thing this Pokemon can do, and I don't know if I've actually got the move yet. Oh, I could have had the move yet. You can do something with Shuckle that causes you to swap your defense and your attack stats. It's called Power Trick, sorry. It swaps your attack and your defense stat. So that bar I showed you earlier, where it's like 200 defense and 10 attack, you can turn that into 200 attack and 10 defense, and it could legitimately become a sweeper, assuming you're in like Trick Room, because again, the other weakness of that is your speed is non-existent. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll do some flavors of Chuckles. That's like part of the other reason why I'm doing like these bug-only playthroughs. It's firstly makes it a bit more interesting, in my opinion. Purely because it becomes a bit more of a challenge, right? It's more of a puzzle-solving activity. But also you get to see Pokemon in maybe ways that aren't typically how you would use them. And you see Pokemon you wouldn't ever use. Like, I mean, you only have to look at like VGC usage rates to realize that, especially about the history of Pokemon, bugs are not that popular, right? But barring maybe like Volcarona, which has seen some play here and there, and like now Araquanid is seeing a little bit of play here and there because it's a wide guard user. I think Butterfree in the past saw a bit of play here and there because it has Rage Powder plus Tailwind, so it can use as support. But like beyond that, and then Scizor here and there. Beyond that though, like most bugs don't see any play whatsoever. So it's nice trying to like optimize the bugs for some sort of use. Where are we? 160, nearly there. And then finally, once I've done this person, I need to fight the person to the far right, who will give me some special defense. We might as well take like a stat up in special defense as well. Because the attack one, we don't want to actually raise, but if anything, we want to lower it. Same with the special attack. So it'd be really whether or not I want to put some speed into this, but as I said, I'm probably going to use this with Trick Room at some point, so again, you want speed to be low, so I really only care about 3 of my stats. The other ones, I actually, beyond not caring about them, I actually want to actively diminish them. Alright. We are 192, nearly there. So it's like 292, we're getting like 16 a cycle right now, so we should be at like 208. So I need to do 3 more, right? And we'll get over 252. There was 1 more. By the way, we're doing all this and you know it's not going to work now. Like, Shuckle's going to be awful. It's something I'm going to completely forgotten about. There's going to be a move that just, like, completely destroys me for whatever reason, like this Talonflame knows Hydro Pump or something and it just hits it 100% of the time. It's going to be that type of deal. You know, it's Earthquake. Oh, actually, Earthquake wouldn't be that bad because we got Bug. One of the few things I always forget is Ground is not good into Bug. It's like one of the rare good things defensively about Bug. It hasn't got many, but that is one of them. Alright, I think we're above the... Yeah, we're at 252 now, which means the last thing I need to do is one of these battles. And this is Psychic, by the way, so we should be very comfortable. Really? Really? Come on. Come on now. Alright. So Shuckle is now perfectly trained. I say perfectly. For what I want to do, it's basically perfectly trained. 252 HP, 252 defense, 6 special defense. That is the max EVs I can possibly get on this Pokemon. You can now take this off. You're going to fly, because obviously you can't be called Shuckle. In fact, I already know what your name is. I've given it to your predecessor, who basically I'm never going to use. You are going to be forever known as Cliff. And you are going to hold on to Rocky Helmet. Right, then we're going to fly to somewhere with a Pokemon Center, because I just realized I've got the wrong Pokemon in Heracross. Don't you try and sneak in this party. This party is not for you, okay, Heracross? Save the game, so I don't have to do that ever again. And you don't have to watch me do it all over again. Okay, so everyone's holding an item. That is step 1. I guess the other step is take Heracross out of this. we are bringing... Oh, one thing I didn't actually check. Can I Mega Evolve? Because Orbeetle's got a Giga... not evolution, but I don't know what the word for it is. Sorry, I said Mega, but I meant Giga. Dynamax. Can I eat Dynamax? So it's got a Dynamax form. There you go. I got there eventually. Probably not the best Pokemon to Dynamax, but I would like to just see it. Or do I have to be in a very specific battle to Dynamax? Because my opponent can Mega Evolve. So I don't see why I can't Dynamax. That seems reasonable. So, okay, so as soon as I see... what's his name? The Burb. I need to swap into Shuckle, I think. No! I don't know. The problem with going to the Shuckle is I'm actually suspecting it's only going to take... It's going to take 2 hits to kill it, which is not really what I want. I want to be, like, fresh in when I swap into that Pokemon rather than taking a hit halfway through. So I think it's Araquanid I go to. I actually think Araquanid could do some great things. By the way, Araquanid, what are you learning? Also, I just realized where my TM case is. Where's Stealth Rock? I would like you to have it Encore, sorry, but I guess I'll make you forget Encore right now, because I think the other moves are actually more important. Rest is not that important, to be fair, but... And then just in case you don't do it, I think I'll put it on Veil as well. Because let's be real. You're not the strongest of Pokemon. I think Rock Blast is fine. I guess priority of Sucker Punch. I'm actually going to get rid of Bug Bite. And then... Try to ride your bike indoors. Professor Oak says no. Save the game one final time. I'll create a save state here as well. Alright, let's see what we can do. Now, you might see the game cheating here depending on how the calculation goes. It might just instantly swap this time, or not Mega Evolve, if it realizes I'm going to kill it in one. Or it might not, which is the optimal result, obviously. If I can just one-shot this guy, that is huge. It basically means this lead is correct. There's no way I won't run this lead. At the end of the day, if I could split this down into 6 1v1s, and I win those 6 1v1s, then fantastic. I don't kill you from here, which is astonishing to me. Well, that is actually tremendously bad. Oh, what did you do to me? I'm still alive. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, you Dragon Dance, didn't you? Are you faster than me now? You are. This must be a damage calculator who knows he's right, because we would have iron-headed otherwise. Well, that's a problem, because I don't have priority moves on any of my other Pokemon, right? Veil's kind of got one if it attacks me, but it might not. Okay, it did. This is going to be a Fire-type move. We know that for certain. This is where Halt comes in. And we're hoping with Halt, to be honest with you, I can just wall their Pokemon. I know it's an Electric type as well, so that might be a problem, but maybe I can confuse it. Maybe what I can do is, because it's going to use an Electric move now, right? I just go between you and Veil, just over and over again. Perhaps that is the strat. And I slowly like grind you down by recoil damage, or at least make you run out of P-Pig. Holy shit, predicted the swap. What a Chad Pokemon. That's actually insane. Or it doesn't have an electric move. One or the other. That's probably instant defeat, right? You know what? This is what we got Cliff for, right? You're definitely going to take a move. Power split it. Goodbye. No, me delicious health. Sorry, delicious power. Do I take another one, though, is the question, after massively reducing your attack. Oh, I definitely will when you swap out. Okay, so they've done this because their stats have been ruined. Dude, I'm okay. Well, actually, am I okay with this? Because aren't you going to use Wish and then swap, and I'm asleep currently? Also, I can't really do the strat anymore. Yeah, okay. He's going to put Wish on Zeb Striker. Because I can't do what I did before since I've got his stats still. So if I do the average, then it's going to be really low. How much does this do? I mean, it's more than half. Let's at least get Stealth Rocks up so that swapping around strat doesn't work too well. And you know what? That can do that much damage. Okay, we get some Stealth Rocks down. You know what? Depending on sleep turns here, this might actually not be too bad. Oh, actually, maybe I fucked up here. I thought I would take another one, but maybe I don't take another one. Then again, nor does he. If you want to take my life, so be it, but I think you'll lose Zeb Strike in the process. Yeah, okay. Yeah, fine, okay. That Pokemon was actually really awkward to deal with. Not the dream way of dealing with it. Also, I don't love that I have to pick my Pokemon first. I guess we use Solar Flare. Ah, how do I... Oh, I know how to deal with this. We do this. You might not live through this, actually, Hall. I'm hoping you do, but... Maybe I can't give you leftovers. Maybe I have to give you a Cobra Berry to try and live through an attack. Even then, it's not that good. Somehow I've made this worse. This strat has not worked at all. Alright, what are you using? Are you going to use Overheat again? Why are you using Overheat? I don't understand. Something about my Pokemon is making it not want a Brave Bird. Maybe Brave Bird is not a kill. Somehow. But is this actually a kill? Yes. Okay. I mean, I can't kill Talonflame. I'm pretty certain this is a one-shot. Well, that's extremely not good. So, I make changes to the squad, and I've somehow made it worse. Although, to be fair, it was made worse because they got an unbelievable prediction. They predicted I was swapping into my Wormadam, so I just lost my Wormadam for absolutely nothing. You don't really need Wide Guard, do you? I think I'm gonna have to give you a Cobra Berry as well. I might have to look at that in a minute. Anyone that can learn self-destruct, please. Sleep Talk on Shuckle's funny. That would cause me not to do Power Swap strats, but to be fair, it's not really working, is it? You know what? Actually, I think I will do that. Cliff, I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. The problem with Power Split is it's good in a 1v1, but in a 6v6, it's not great, because we just swap out. And then you're sort of like trapped, right? So let's do this with Rock Slide instead. Then I don't have to worry about the rest either being a bad turn, because I can then do stuff while I'm asleep. And we just pray that it hits the right move. It might hit Stealth Rocks, to be fair, so it's actually not a great solution, but nothing is. If anything, actually, I should have tried to give you more defensive moves, but I don't think you can even learn Iron Defense, and I don't have Iron Defense right now, so it doesn't matter. Simply does not matter. Okay, well, I guess we'll just try again. Man, it sucks so much you don't pick up the kill, though, and you've got max special stats, so I can't do more than this, unless fish for crits, I guess. What are you holding? I mean, you're holding Life Orb. I guess, and I can't get the choice items, that would be better. Actually, how much does Life Orb give? Out of interest. Life Orb. Oh, come on. Is it 20%? 30%? Unless it's changed in this game. I think it's 30. How about Expert Belt? Is that the same? No, it's 20%. Okay, sure. So I think I'm giving it like as good an item. I don't know. I think that's just it. It is what it is, right? And I don't think Rabombe can get a priority move, right? That's like one of the other issues is Rabombe. I guess there is a flip side to this. What if I pick the faster Rabombe rather than the more damaging Rabombe? Because I already know that I can't pick up the kill. Right? I can't pick up the kill, but maybe a faster Rabombe will outspeed the Gyarados after a buff. Because it's only 81 speed. Depending where its EVs and stuff are, which actually might be in speed. Let me for science this. If I take you out and put in my faster Rabombe, can you actually outspeed after one Dragon Rage? Dragon Dance, sorry. If you can't, then it's actually completely irrelevant. But Glenn is faster than any of my other Rabombes. It's actually specifically the fast one. Wait, did I swap? No. Yeah, you're as fast as I can possibly make you. You have lowered special defense, which doesn't matter. You're going to die in one hit anyway, to basically everything. Okay, let's try this. Because it would make all the difference if I can get on the front foot. Because in these 1v1 battles, a lot of it's just about tempo, right? I want to be proactive and causing my opponent headaches rather than currently what's happening where he's causing me massive headaches. You know, I just thought as well. Wait a sec. Is Pollen Puff more damaging than Moonbeam? It's not right. Pollen Puff is 90. Moonblast is 95. I thought it was. So it seems like it's locked into Mega Evolving, is one of the other good things. I don't pick up the kill. Oh, he just kills me back then. It's still not the end of the world, because I do go 1-for-1 still. Okay, it is the end of the world, it turns out. It actually matters. That's crazy. Alright, I'll put it down as a death. Because then I don't pick up the kill on my priority move with Wormadam instead. Honestly, it would have been quicker if I just died there, I think. Man, that is so annoying. And what's worse is, I feel like Rabombe is like one of my better attackers. Gyarados' special defense is higher than its defense. Is that true of the Mega as well, though? Yeah. So maybe that's one of my issues. Maybe I need to use someone that is a better attacker that is relatively quick as bugs go and does physical attacking. Whomst is that Pokemon, though? I tell you who could be Whomst that Pokemon if I can get it. Can I get the Megastone of Beedrill yet? I don't think I can, because otherwise I would have it. In fact, I think I know how to get that, and I don't think I can get it. I am very close to being able to get it, but I think I need to beat the 6th gym leader to get it. 5th gym leader to get it. Where is Beedrillite? Yeah, I can't get that just yet, so that's unfortunate, because Mega Beedrill is actually quite quick and very good attack, but falls over to everything. Can't get Scolipede, which is also a pretty good attacker. Galvantula's special. I'm beginning to notice the pattern here. Oh my god. It's actually Yanmega. The fastest. No, you're a special attacker as well. Holy shit, there's like no physical attacking bugs up here. With like decent speed. Fuck, it might unironically be Heracross. This is not good if it is Heracross. It is Heracross. So maybe I have to lead with Heracross then. Maybe I'm wrong with Rabombe. It should be Heracross. But I think I'm going to get outsped. But maybe that doesn't matter if it can't one-shot me. Hang on a sec. So we lead with Heracross and not Rabombe. Because Rabombe just can't pick up the kill. Just, but it matters. And is that all I need to do for now? Just to like figure out where I guess I need to just figure out what's happening here, right? And by the way, I think this Heracross, if I remember rightly, is as fast as a Heracross can be. I've maxed its speed out. Yeah, this is as fast as Heracross can get. So if this Heracross is not quicker than Gyarados, it can never be quicker than Gyarados. I tell you what I'm also going to do. I'm going to create the save here, and I'm going to create a save state here, because if I fuck up again, I don't want to run back through the building. And then if this doesn't work, then like we're in serious bad news bears territories, because I actually have no idea what the best plan would be then. I guess Toxicking and then try and stall it out with like Vespiquen is a potential strat. Please me. Go through the door! Thank you. Wait, my squad is wrong. Galvantula is not in it. It is Shuckle. Oh, I'm missing a Rakwanid. I've got the wrong spider. And I think we said on a Rakwanid, I can't remember if I did this. Did I give you a Cobra Berry? You're holding leftovers, so I guess that is a no. I think you have to hold the Cobra Berry because there's too many flying Pokemon. And if I want to get you in versus... The problem is if I want to get you in versus... What's his name? Hang on a sec. This is stupid. If I want to get you in versus... My brain. The bird. The fiery bird. Talonflame. I can't swap into you because if you take a flying hit, you're going to take more than half your health anyway. I guess all this does is let me kill Talonflame with recoil damage if I want to. The other thing I could do... Let me just do this for now. I could give Yanmega Ancient Power, which would be really good versus Talonflame. And then give it a Fire Berry, but fire resist, parry resist. Okay, am I quicker is the question. Pin Missile is not super effective, but it will be super effective when he Mega Evolves. And he will Mega Evolve still. So he didn't read my input and go like, oh, if I don't Mega Evolve right now, I'm going to be like, fine. He breaks the mold, by the way. I am faster. Okay, so this is not speed focused. It will require a 5 times to kill. We could get flinch though. Okay, I'm now certainly slower. However, will it try and do another Dragon Dance, or does it have a lethal? It has a lethal. Okay. On the positive side, I mean, it doesn't look positive. This does mean that if I hit the flinch or the 5 times, then I would be able to kill Gyarados with Heracross, which is actually better than the situation I was in before, because there was no way of me doing it. I think I'm also going to change the moveset of my guy. I think for this battle, Signal Beam is the right play, but I don't want to get rid of Signal Beam either. There are chances where this might go up against Umbreon at some point, and I might need the Signal Beam. So it makes me think that Detect is the right play, but I hate not being able to Detect for the speed boost. But obviously in this battle, it just doesn't matter, because the bird has priority on all flying type moves. But he's not using them though, so maybe it's Double Team. But I kind of like the cheese strat of double teaming while I'm doing hypnosis, but maybe I just don't. I'm gonna get rid of double team, but part of the reason for that is I've got the TM for double team. So I can just undo this at some point. I don't know. I'm actually, like, stuck again. I might have to do the usual and figure this out off camera. Let me create two states. Let me create a state here. And I'll create a state in there, just in case this does actually work. If it ends up being a situation where I just need to grind through some good RNG on the first battle, so be it. I just want to see a situation where if I can beat the first Pokemon without, you know, losing anything, then where does that leave me? Please. Go to the right floor at the very least. So I'll create another one here. So yeah, we need to Pin Missile. I guess, no, Pin Missile's fine. We could Brick Break as well because it's stab, but I need the flinch, right? Because I don't think Brick Break will kill from here. If 3 times Pin Missiles doesn't, then Brick Break is the same power level, so it won't kill either. You know what I could do, and I should definitely have done? Why have I not burnt my Heracross? I've got Guts. With Guts, I would definitely kill in 3. That also works, though. Okay, so he swaps. Not insignificant damage. I like you've rolled the 5 this time, Heracross. Very nice. How much does this do? Because I don't think it'll kill. It's only neutral damage. You're gonna get Rocky helmeted as well. Yeah, okay, that's not too bad. The question now is, do you use your fire move? Which I think... Oh, the fire move might not kill me either. You did Brave Bird again. So you're going to kill me, but I got Stealth Rocks up. Which means that when you do your games of swapping in and around, it's going to be fine. Also, if you do that again, you might actually die. I think I just have to take it. You U-turned. That's actually fine. That's completely okay. You're going to die to Stealth Rocks, I think, when you swap in. You're 4 times weak to Rock. So I've basically killed that Pokemon. Wait, he's a Flying-type Pokemon. He's not going to be affected by Stealth Rocks, is it? Wait, why have I put Stealth Rocks up? It doesn't matter. I'm so stupid. Alright, the 1 in 3 Sleep Talk. Wrong move, buddy, but nice try. I think I'd rather just Rock Slide now and just pray I don't get Max Sleep Turn. I think the odds are actually better this way. The Sleep Talk literally just gives me something to do on that turn when I'm guaranteed to sleep. Okay, so Cliff is going to die. What are the odds of the game predicting this? And using the fire move again. There you go. Got you this time. I say that, though. I'm going to Rock Blast with the assumption it's going to swap out. Okay, it takes the kill, but I think it will die in the process. Baby, actually, it's quite hot on health. Oh, Veil, 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 Veil. Alright, if you want to take my Cliff, you have to take your Zeb Striker with it. Okay, it will. It recognizes that it can't do the Wish Gambit because it will die on doing it. So there are reasons to do Stealth Rocks. It's not completely crazy. Then I guess we bring in Low Pressure, who's just better against across the board. Sorry, across the board. No, actually, maybe Solar Flare is better. The only issue with Solar Flare is if they go into Umbreon, but I've not seen an attacking move on Umbreon. I've only killed 1 Pokemon, by the way, so far. That feels pretty bad. I'm going to call a read. I think this has to use Overheat, because it will kill itself otherwise. It didn't give a fuck, it was just going to kill itself. This is actually quite bad, because now the recoil damage won't be that high. You know what, though? That's not a terrible outcome, still. It's just the issue is Holt is basically dead now. Fuck, I didn't even think about Gengar. I still have to deal with this shit. I have Crunch, but realistically, I'm not going to get Crunch off, am I? It has T-Bolt. Oh my god, it has T-Bolt. That thing's quite quick as well. It might be faster than me. Solar Flare, hope they don't swap into Umbreon, do Psychic. I think they're going to swap, though, into Umbreon. They stayed in. Oh, Shadow Ball, it's going to kill me. Didn't kill me. Do I kill back, though? Huge if true. Nice. Okay. That's a good thing to know. It's probably a damage roll, to be fair, but... This does mean, though, I don't have a way to kill Thundurus anymore. Which is a pretty big issue. Maybe I'm faster than he throws. Not effective, so it's... maybe ground? Maybe fighting as well. Low pressure time. Am I quicker than Thunderous after one speed boost is the question. I have a sneaking suspicion I'm not, but... nope, I'm dead. I don't think we live through a T-Bolt. Did I just say it restored its health thanks to Shell Bell or something? What just happened then? Or did it take damage? Maybe it has life orb. I'm certainly not quicker as this guy, and, you know, look at my moveset. It's not good. Okay, well, that's not good. I'm actually stuck. I don't know what to do. I should burn Heracross is one of the things I should do. Back to the box. It's Talonflame that's the issue. Like, how do I get through the Talonflame? I think the Shuckle fine. And I think the theory of Stealth Rocks is also fine. That it stops the Witch play. And actually, that Umbreon I don't think it's that threatening. In fact, it might not have an attacking move. At least I've not seen it use one. Then I need to get Veil in front of Thunderous, which is really hard to do. And this berry basically does nothing. Like, I can't put Veil... I want to put Veil in front of what... You know what? I have an idea. It's not a good idea, but it's an idea. What if I just give you Quick Claw? Because if I get into a situation where I put you in front of the bird, I've got 20% chance of Quick Claw proccing, and I think with Rock Blast you would just one-shot it. Unless I got really unlucky, but it would also be, like, lucky if you think about it, because it's 20% chance to hit. I think if I hit 3 times, you're 4 times weak to Rock, I think it would kill. And you've got Technician on this thing. This is where Trick Room would go insane. Like, actually insane. I'm so looking forward to the point when I can get Trick Room up, and there is a Pokemon that is a bug that learns Trick Room, and it's Orbeetle. So I'll give you a quick Claw. Halt is also actually doing absolutely nothing. I thought you'd be good versus the Talonflame, but it's just so fucking brutal. To be honest with you, I might have to breed multiple Shuckles and just use Shuckle, I guess. Because it's the only thing that can live through Talonflame. And I from memory serves, let me quickly check Talonflame's stats. I think Talonflame is, like, astonishingly quick. Yeah, Talonflame is really quick. And I know this game, it will lean into that speed stat as much as humanly possible. And it's got increased priority move and flying types, so it's always going to do Brave Birds. I've just solved it. I know you use versus Talonflame. You use fucking Dingle. I do in Jaw Strats. Water Star probably doesn't kill, but... that's the idea, right? Because then I basically use the Ho strategy against it. It does Brave Bird, it tanks me. I live on 1, then Unburden triggers, and I think with Unburden I will be faster than Talonflame. Then I get off 1 Water Star and, you know, pray. Water Star's increased priority. I will say, I think with increased priority, it then goes versus Speed Stat, which I think I will be quicker, so... it's not perfect. I don't think I'll actually kill the Talonflame, but it would put up some pressure on it at the very least. You know what, Dingle? Get in the squad. I don't think you're actually doing anything right now, Holt. No offense, but... And then Yanmega is just pure RNG Pokemon. He's also not really doing anything, to be fair. I look through this box, though, and I'm not, like, seeing anything. Possibly some shenanigans with Scrubland as well with Steel typing, but obviously I don't want to put a bug Steel type Pokemon into a Fire type Pokemon. I could try and set up Toxic Spikes, but again, there is Thunderous, which is flying. There is the Bird, which is flying. I guess the other ones aren't flying, though. But it's when do I set this shit up? Like, you're just pure bug. How do I guess I have to get you into Umbreon, and then we could do some stuff. Oh, they've also got Gengar. They have a poison type, so there's no point. Oh, this is so hard. The 6v6s where they're, like, perfectly trained are so brutal. Alright, let me see what Dingle can do, and I think, barring this, I'm going to have to sit down and think. Because I'm trying to look for Excelgor as Dingle. What's going on with my brain? I just don't have an idea right now. So yeah, let me go burn Heracross. The only things I like, I think Cliff into Talonflame is, like, reasonable. And I don't think I can Chesto Resto it, because I need the chip damage from Rocky Helmet. The only thing I'll say is I probably don't need Stealth Rocks on you. I probably can get away with just Veil having Stealth Rocks. So if I can put another damaging move on you, maybe that would be a good idea. I'd rather not use Infestation. I could try something like Swagger, but that's also pretty spooky. If I don't pick up the kill after swaggering it, I'm just going to lose. If I could give it Explosion, I would do, by the way. Doesn't look like Chuckle's winning the battle, Captain. Pull the pin. Alright, where is my favourite burning cave? And my favourite burning Pokemon? Perfect. Okay. Fly back. How many times have I infiltrated this base now? You think you'll notice I've, been sneaking in. This guy keeps getting KO'd, this boss. Running back to the Pokemon Center, healing, then running back again. I think something suspicious going on, people. Also, we can't use fucking elevators. Actually, one thing I'm interested in is will it swap out this time? No, it will take the risk. I'm pretty certain if I 3 times it, I'll kill from here, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it still has to be like 4. Maybe it'll just need to be 4. Okay, it has to be 4, which is a 50% chance. And it's actually a bit more than that, because then I've got a 10% chance every time I hit for flinching reasons, so I think we are odds-on favoured to get the kill with Heracross, but maybe not instantaneously, which is what we really want. Then Zebstrika comes in. Why has Zebstrika come in? Zebstrika could only have come in to use a Fire-type move. That has to be its pure purpose. Also, Zebstrika must be faster than Heracross, otherwise it wouldn't have done this. Now, I don't have a good Pokemon to bring into a Fire-type. Cliff is probably the best, but at the same time as all of this, I don't really want to use Cliff for this, because I want to use it versus the Talonflame, but maybe I have to. Like, perhaps my strategy eventually will just become use 2 Shuckles, although I only have 1 Rocky Helmet, and it's really the Rocky Helmet I'm after. How much does this do? Decent chunk. So I'm going to set up a Stealth Rock because he's going to swap in and out. Do I live another one? I didn't check my calcs. Because I really want to get a rest off here. Swapped. Very good. Into Thunderous. This can... Oh, it's actually not... Oh, no, it has to be for a Thunder move. Thunder, Electric move. So I think now we predict to swap into Veil. And it seemed like Thunderous did not want to sit with Veil, which makes me think this only has, like, Psychic Thunderbolt as attacking moves. Oh, it has Hidden Power as well, right? So none of these moves must be good into Veil, because he'll probably swap now into Umbreon, is my guess. But do I want to risk that? Because if I call the swap right, I could actually get into... Who can I get into? I could go into Yanmega if I call the swap right. I think I called the swap here. Go into Yanmega, because I think its Hidden Power is ground. If it does Psychic, it's not going to be super effective. I'll get a speed boost at the end of the turn. And it has got a rock move still. This might be like 8,000 IQ, maybe 2 IQ as well. I've not figured it out. That's not good. He stayed in. It did Psychic. How much does this actually do? Also, I thought I got a speed boost, but I don't. I think I fucked up. I think I've thrown. I basically took damage for no reason. Wow, he called the swap again. How much does this do? Okay. I don't know. If I did that first time, for all I know, it might have just swapped into Umbreon. Maybe because I've set up Stealth Rocks, he doesn't want to go into Umbreon. No Pokemon is at low health right now, correct? I've not seen this thing attack. I'm going to assume it's going to Wish, but why would it Wish? Oh, Zeb Strike is still alive, right? Fuck, I can't put it to sleep as a Dark type. I'd have loved to get it stuck on the field so it hits the Wish on itself. Fuck. I think I'm actually fucked here. So I think it's going to Wish and then swap. So I guess all I can do is try and put enough damage into what I would swap into to kill it. But it might now go into Talonflame instead. Which actually wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing. Maybe this is fine. Stayed in. So it takes its own Wish, which is, like, completely fine. Are you staying in? I think I will kill Umbreon. Although maybe it's going to attack me, maybe it's going to reveal its secrets. It might just be, like, stalling to burn me to death. Never mind. Heracross is the god. They said that Mount Olympus was the home of the gods. It's actually just the god itself. You have taken some damage here, Olympus, but great work. Talonflame is back. Okay, this is going to be probably not Brave Bird, actually. But I don't think I'm going to call it. I think we go into Veil and offer Veil as a tribute. Although, actually, Veil has got some uses. Screw it, we go into Cliff. I think it's Overheat. Brave Bird, good. It's gonna be a fucking shit ton of health to Talonflame, and he can't heal this thing anymore. So all damage is permanent. Sleep talk it. Don't wake up this turn, please. Okay, Cliff is going to die. Now that I think about it, my only chance to, like, kill this with... Oh, no, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Rock slide. No! Cliff, you could have been a legend. I think we die on the next hit anyway. It's still a lot of damage we've done. Oh, U-turn. He's throwing. Because he definitely would have killed me otherwise. Because we're going to get rest off if we wake up. Oh, we didn't wake up. We didn't wake up. Alright. I don't have a great line here, so we just take the recoil damage via the Rocky Helmet. Nice work, Cliff. Here's the question. Does Sucker Punch kill from here? It does. Great work, Vale. It's two left. One of them is Gengar, and we know what to do versus Gengar. I nearly made a colossal fuck up there. We just take the damage. That's all we do here. You've got increased priority, that's right, then it goes into speed order. That's fine, you take some recoil damage. We now go into Dingle. And Dingle is the other one here to deal with Talonflame. That's his other purpose in life. All you need to do is endure. And then pray this thing doesn't do overheat. Cool. That's gonna be Talonflame on 1 health at the very most. I live, bitch. Then I trigger in Burden, which actually, now that I think about it, no, it does matter. Because I'm now faster than Talonflame. It's dead anyway, but I'm faster than Talonflame. But also, I've got an increased priority move, so I think I would have gone before him in Gale Winds. Now Gengar is here. Gengar takes some stone damage. I won't take anything else from you. I'm going to take everything from you after this fucking miserable battle. Actually, I say it was miserable. It's actually quite fun. We might as well use Water Star. I don't have a great swap here, so I'll take all the damage I can get. It's going to be like a minor amount of chip. 2 times, even more minor. Sludge Wave gets me. The only way we lose this now is if it was a damage roll before on Solar Flare and I lose the roll. If I lose the roll, then I lose the game, because this thing will sweep me. Please win the damage roll. Please don't be a damage roll. Please! Yes! I'll eliminate again. And then Psychic will kill from here. Because I did it from full last time. Let's go! Let's go! I didn't have to go away and work on this. What a great battle. Actually, that might be my favorite battle so far, because I solved it during the episode. I didn't just go away and, you know, facelessly solve it off camera. I showed you my thought process through all of it. Now, to be fair, it only worked because I didn't need to, you know... I didn't need to swap every single Pokemon out and breed 5 or 6 different Pokemon. Oh, there's Houndoomite, by the way, in case you're using this as a walkthrough. Alright, so we get through Dahara. Once we've got through Dahara, that opens up a route with 2 bugs on it now because I've got Shuckle. 2 more bugs. One of them will allow me to trade. It'll allow me to put on Rock Blast onto Heracross because it'll have a egg move of Rock Blast. And then the world is our oyster. Also, I can get Beedrillite, which will mean that I can do some Mega Evolving. I actually forgot to check if I could Mega Evolve in that battle. I may have even made my life harder. Oh, Garchompite's in here as well, in case you're wondering. That would be because Garchomp was my starter. Like, my starter. Truly, we know my starter was actually Heracross. The true starter. Not this fraud. Anything else? Okay. Alright, I don't think we need to come back here. Well, actually, maybe that's not true. I was going to say we don't have to come back here ever again. I don't know what happens in the post-game. Portals open up everywhere around the map. Maybe I need to come back here and kill someone. I don't know. Alright, back to Dahara. You remember this place? I now need to get a team together to go through the Electric Gym. Actually going to quickly pause for a second because I just need to use the bathroom. And I think we'll just keep going. I might as well get to the gym and see what the gym's all about. And then maybe off camera I need to do stuff with the gym. We'll see. Anyway, give me a second, YouTube and Twitch. Alright, I am back and ready to go. Okay, so electric type gym. We are going to, funnily enough, be bringing Veil. That is locked in. Dingle, I'm not sure about. We'll think about it. Probably not going to bring low pressure. I might bring Solar Flare, to be fair. I think we'll bring Shuckle because it's just funny. Oh, also worth noting, I say this gym is electric. I actually quite like this gym because it's actually a dual type gym. It's electric steel. So anything that's good into steel, I should also bring. AKA, we should probably consider bringing Olympus. And actually, now that I think about it, maybe I don't bring Solar Flare. I was only going to bring Solar Flare because it's got quite a high special, and most electric types have special focus. Not all, but a lot. Flagathos. Let's bring you. And then, I don't really know. The problem with Charjabug in this situation, as much as, you know, can set up entry hazards, is he sets up, like, the wrong entry hazards. Electro Web's not great here. But maybe. Also, again, there's no point in setting up Toxic Spikes in this battle, probably. I could bring a Grass type. Flower Bed, what was your moveset again? Protect, Sucker Punch, Bug Bite, Grass, Dots. Okay. Maybe we don't bring you. Or I'm not bringing my water types. I could bring Eden as well, but Eden is just worse Veil, to be honest with you. Scrubland, what have you got, by the way? Really high defensive stats. Quiver Dance, Infestation, Protect, Mirror Shot. I might need to deal with that at some point. It's kind of a scuff moveset. Okay. I think beyond these four, I don't really have any better options, so I guess we just bring some other guys along. I could try Atmosphere instead, who sets up Reflect, or can set up Reflect and Light Screen if I teach him those appropriate moves. Like, that's the point of this Orbital, is meant to use the support one. So I'll bring this Orbital. And again, being Steel type gym as well as Electric, I don't really want to bring Rabombe. Let's bring Glade. Glade plug-in, my favorite Pokemon. Oh, I just remembered something, actually. Just give me a second. I say give me a second. There's an item I want off a Pokemon. And I've just been reminded by mentioning Light Screen. So there's a really good item, battle item, say really good. It's good for any of your screeners called Light Clay. And I've not been able to get it yet in the game. However, there is a Pokemon now that I can get that holds like clay. So I just need to knock it off and then get the item. And it's in this cave here, I think, if I remember rightly. It is... Let me just quickly check. I think it's not on my dex nav right now because I've not seen it before. I'm pretty certain it's Baltoy is in here. Rift Cave. Actually, hang on a minute. Maybe I'm wrong. Can I get Light Clay? On Baltoy. On Claydol. Oh, maybe it's not in here. Maybe it's the Void. It's on Galette as well. Wait, can I get Galette in here? Maybe I'm in the wrong cave. Oh no, Galette is in here, so I can do it in here. I could do it in either, actually, I think. Yeah, Baltoy's in the Void. Might be easier in the Void, but... So I'm going to have to run around in here for a second until I find a Galette. Please just be very kind to me and have the item. Alright, it didn't have the item, but what I can do now is I can Dex Nav Galette. And the more I Dex Nav a Galette, the more chance I have of holding an item. It also tells me when it's holding an item, so we'll just do that for a little bit, because it's actually going to be quite important for this battle if I use a screener to hold Light Clay, because it's so... I mean, screens are so powerful, right? They're actually seen playing competitive doubles right now on Grimmsnarl. Funnily enough, not on Orbeetle. Don't know why, but not on Orbeetle. And they hold Light Clay on that, so it's not like a terrible item. It's actually legitimately good. And I think on like every playthrough I've gone through this game, I've done this and got the Light Clay. Such is the quality of the item. Please, Galette, come out. This might be another thing off camera. Maybe I'll farm a few of them. Not that I really need multiple of them, but yeah, you never know. Maybe I'll sell some of them. A bit like, you know, maybe at some point I'll sell my collection of 224 hardstones. Come on, look at this one. It's in the center of the room. Oh, he doesn't have an item. I was going to say, this is clearly the boss one. This is going to hold the item, right? Don't walk out the cave either. There's Lunch probably doesn't kill from me. Okay. We might be in trouble for PP, but hopefully we're fine. Hopefully I'll find it within 17. Please. Had I known, I might not have done this now. Please, Galette. Game, please. I didn't think it'd take this long. I guess it's a rare drop item. My cheat sheet doesn't tell me what the chance of this item being on this Pokemon. It just says it's on this Pokemon. I'm unironically gonna have to change my Pokemon and swap into this one to do a knockoff. There you go. Okay, it can only hold Light Clay, so I think we're guaranteed to get it here. It's just that simple, ladies and gentlemen. And I will stick this Light Clay on my Orbeetle. And then I will teach you the art of the screens. I think for now I'll just put light screen on you, but we might need a reflect as well. Though actually, to be honest with you, I could quite happily get rid of hypnosis, I think, as well. Because I'm probably going to screen rather than hypnosis. Yeah, let's get rid of hypnosis. And I'll put reflect on you as well. And I'll get rid of Silverwind, and you'll just hold Psychic, Light Screen, Reflect, and Magic Coat. That's a move pool. That's a fuck you move pool. Perfect. Okay. I'm not going to lead with you, though, just because that's for special occasions. I'll give you Charcoal, and then I think we'll start working through the gym. The gym that's got a puzzle, which I don't think is that hard, but every single time it confuses me. Oh, I should burn Olympus again, but I can't be bothered. I'll do it for the gym battle, but not for the plebs. They don't have the right. Oh, also, now I remember this, after bringing someone with ground-type moves. The floor's magnetized, so everything floats, so everything's immune to ground types. I forgot that's the other gimmick of this gym. So actually, bringing ground-type Pokemon, not a good idea. Well, ground-type moves is not a good idea. Ground-type Pokemon would be fine, but... Veil, do you actually have a damaging move that's not Bulldoze? You have Rock Blast, and it's Technician Rock Blast, so... It might do like 1 or 2 damage. You know what, let's leave with Olympus. I think we've got more wiggle room there. I've got a funny feeling I always come down here then regret it instantaneously. Like, there's just no reason to come this way first. I know what that bulb does. You have to turn the bulbs on and the bulbs turn the bridges on. Or the gates off, sorry, so you can access certain bridges. That's the whole point of this gym. But I think I need to go far right first. A phrase that I don't use too lightly. Luxio's floating is how I imagine this battle going. Heracross is like, what the fuck are you doing? You weirdo. Alright, let's do flinch strats. Cool. Nice. 95 accurate move. No paralysis, please. Thank you. Alright, you're trying to make up for it. You're going to butter me up with a crit. You know I'm easy. Alright, we get the one shot. The one shot. And Probopass. You're Steel Rock, right? So you're going to be actually Giga Fucked by a Brick Break. I think you're 4 times weak to it. You might have Sturdy, though. But either way, I'll put you on 1. Do you have Sturdy? You flinched because of my 10% chance to flinch. You love to hate to see that. And I'll save some PP by Night Slashing you. Right, so somewhere some gate is opened or closed or something. I've got a magnet back at home as well, but I won't say no to magnets. Magnets are just cool, right? No one understands how they work. You know, science has never figured out how a magnet works. Or at least the meme says so. But in this game, it at least powers up electric-type moves. Which actually, now that I think about it, does that make any degree of sense? I mean, it is a child's game, so... The floor here is magnetized. Are the people floating as well? Well, he's twerking at me right now. Don't know if I feel good about that. Magnemite, you are 2 times weak to the old fighting type move. As muscle men can bend bars, right? That's how I always remember this matchup. Of course fighting is good to steel. I just need to think about, to me, you know, in the evenings when I'm, like, doing a bit of a workout, and I get these big bits of rebar, I'm just bending them to, like, you know, test my muscles a little bit. That's all I have to think of. Oh, you've got a Magneton as well. Also has a similar weakness. It might have Sturdy, though. Does have Sturdy, I think. Oh, no, it was just... It lived on 1 health. Okay. Razorfang Heracross does it again. I appreciate the strategy of Razorfang on Heracross and like multi-hit moves. It's kind of shit. It's just so funny when it works, though. Worth noting as well, in case you don't know this, Mega Heracross, which we are getting closer and closer to getting access to, when it Mega Evolves, it loses its ability Guts, but it gains Skill Link instead, which means that multi-hit moves are guaranteed to hit 5 times. So I think I want to keep it in this mode of flinch mode. It does mean, though, that if I'm going to Mega Evolve Olympus, I shouldn't burn him, which actually means Guts is not that good on this Pokemon anymore. Like, it's anti-synergistic. So I'll need to consider at some point if I do take Guts off this, if I plan to Mega Evolve it more often than not. Manic Trick. You are a pretty quick Doge. So I think we can't do the flinch strats, but we can still do the damage. Oh, we are faster. Really? I thought Manic Trick was, like, really quick. I thought that's all it was. Like, it's just quick, and there's, like, nothing else going for it. Also, the Mega Evolution. So, watch out for that later. By the way, ow, that hurt. Maybe I shouldn't mock the dog. Oh, you can't do any damage. Does more than half my... sorry, slightly less than half my health. In fact, it did exactly 69 damage. LOL. Alright, and you've also brought to the party an Electrode. Are you going to self-destruct? Oh, you are really quick, though. I talk about all these Pokemon like, oh, are you quick? Are you really quick? Electrode was in, like, Gen 1. Legitimately pretty spooky. It would have been more spooky if it had a good move pool, but... Because back in Gen 1, speed and crit were tied together. Like, the faster your Pokemon is, the more likely you are to crit. Electrode would crit like nobody's business, but I think, like, its best damaging move was Sonic Boom or something. Like, it got an extremely cursed move pool. So I'm slower than you. And you've just done a light screen. I'm actually slightly perturbed by the situation I'm in right now. I think I want to go into Glade, because I still think Electrode's still got that same issue that it hasn't got access to many electric moves, I think. Oh, I'm floating now? Okay, it has got access to this. How much does this do? Decent chunk. I think I'm gonna have to sack... Well, no, we don't have to sack someone. Don't be paralyzed. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we get the kill. That's okay. That's okay. We'll use some healing items. I was gonna say we might as well use it before we lose them, but we're not ever gonna lose them. They're always gonna be good. And also, I kind of tanked my economy, so probably not a good idea right now to just be burning through all my items when the Pokemon Center is basically just behind me. Oh well. Right, that's one of the electric gates that I need to get through. Also worth noting in this gym, some of the Pokeballs are not Pokeballs, they're actually Voltorbs. But it doesn't matter. I'm still going to pick every single one up that I see, and just hope for the best. Am I having trouble coping with the magnetism? No. I've not put on my wrong trousers today. You know, the wrong trousers from Wallace and Gromit, which I assume were made of all metal. Oh my god, base, it's Charger Bug. Are you using this as Eviolite? Charger Bug? I must be quicker than you. But I don't think it's going to do a lot of damage. More than I thought, actually. I don't think you are Eviolite. Otherwise, I think it would have done like half. Quick maths. Alright, 50% chance to flinch here, by the way. Oh, it's so good! When you hit the 5 times. Beautiful. It's a thing of beauty. What is the fastest multi-hitting Pokemon? I want to bring this strat elsewhere. The Dene. I don't know how quick you are. You're like not Pikachu as a Pokemon. You are a fairy type, though. Okay, I have an answer for a fairy type. It's Clade. Oh, yeah, electric resist steel. I always forget about that. It's still neutral. Volt Switch. Do you have another thing to swap into? Nope, you don't. Good choice to bring out your second Pokemon being your Volt Switcher. A move, by the way, seeing playing VGC right now as well, on Miraidon. To get it back into your backline so you can set up electric terrain again later. Right. Do you think this button's important? The magnetized floor, I invented it. Sure. You know what? I'll allow it. Clang! has the unfortunate thing of being a steel type. Uh-oh. I don't think you've learned sturdy either. No, you lived on 1. Alright, you're grinding my gears. And give it a little slash. And then we go into Bronzong. Bronzong, unfortunately, is not weak to Brick Break anymore. Unfortunately for Bronzong, he is weak to Night Slash. Might live this, though. Not Stab, and it's pretty tanky, right? Yeah. Oh, you might not live this, though, Heracross. You did. I'm going to stay in because I'm stupid, but I'm going to go for Pin Missile this time and go for a flinch, because I don't kill, obviously, with a Night Slash, unless I hit the crit, which is an elevated crit chance, but it's only by, like, 30, I think. Or 230. I think the flinch chance is more likely, which is actually 30 right now. Alright, fair enough. You take my Heracross's head. At what cost, though? At what cost? Go get him, Glade. We resist... I should have used knockoff there. We resist Psychic. Also, we resist Steel for that matter, so I don't think Bronzong can really hit me. And again, I'm just going to burn some items here because I simply can't be bothered like going out the gym and healing and forgetting where I am in the gym and all that jazz. So I'm hoping this has opened the gate down here. It has. Puzzle Solving Master. What is this way now? Is this a Voltorb? It is a Voltorb. Sure. I'll try and flinch you. I think this might actually kill you still, because you're just a Voltorb. Yeah. I suspected that might happen. I'm 10 levels higher and you're just a Voltorb. Another Bronzor. Well, Bronzor, not Bronzong, but Olympus is going to be a bit iffy with this. Although I say that, again, you're Bronzor, you're going to have, like, reduced stats, right? Unless you're holding Eviolite. I'm going to try and Pin Missile, again, for a flinch. I don't think Night Slash would have killed, but with a crit, he might have done. It's not going to be that effective, right? Yeah. I was going to say, Bronzor, you're not that heavy. Whereas Heracross, I think, is, like, actually pretty tall. It always makes me laugh when you look at the weight and the weight and the height charts, or the white charts as I call them. Just combine those words together. There's a lot of Pokemon which are, like, taller than you would think they were. And I think Heracross is one of them. It's, like, not massive, but it's, like, 4 or 5 foot tall. Oh, well... Heracross. I think you're gonna live it, actually, yeah. Force is a Voltorb. And Clink. You've decided to use none of the evolved Pokemon, which is brave. And again, I don't think you have Sturdy. Imagine it's a bit like a boxing ring right now. Heracross goes through a round versus a Pokemon, he comes back into my corner, and I just spray a potion in his face. Like, get back out there, kid! You know, use the right, use the left, use your legs more, keep dodging. Keep moving, grooving, schmooving. Do all those things. Hello, by the way, I've been tricked. Okay, I think I can go all the way back to the beginning now. I think that's the game plan. Electabuzz. Okay. Pin Missile away. Not gonna lie, it's doing more than I thought. I guess actually when you see a lot of Electabuzz nowadays, they're holding Eviolite, right? And being like a bit more supportive. Supportive but can put out a bit of damage. And Luxray's back again. The floating dog thing. I know everyone like does this and like says it, but why is Luxray not a dark type? It looks so much like it should be an electric dark type Pokemon. Just by the color palette alone. And it'd be a cool typing as well. Really, I hit 2 pin missiles twice with 2 hits. Whatever. I'm probably going to go back to the heal after this anyway. So I've basically solved the puzzle, I think, at this point. Don't flinch me. Thank you. Okay, so I think I have to go all the way back now. Which hole? I think it was this hole, right? I think it was the other hole. Please don't reset, by the way. I beg of you, don't reset. Actually, you know what? I don't even want to fucking risk it resetting. Let me use a revive. He's running a bit low on PP as well, but I think once I solve this, I can just run back to the gym every single time. Don't have to worry about this shit. Okay, so the thing that was blocking me down here, I think will be open now. Wait, not here. I'm in the wrong place. I mean, literally at the very beginning. There was a gate to the left. Well, that's upsetting. Okay, there's a button I need to push twice then. I think this is what always gets me. I think I had to push that button. That, you know, the one I just pushed at the very, very end. Then I think I need to go back and push this button again, maybe. This one. And I think now it might be open. All I remember is I solved this with brute force every single time. It's fine. Maybe it's the other one. Because I don't need... I don't need this one on anymore either. What is it with electric gyms and stupid button puzzles? They all have them. Cries. Oh, I tell you what, maybe it's this as well. So I don't need to push this button, right? Cries. Fine. I'll get there eventually, don't worry. Fuck, I need to re-push the other button now. Not that one. This one. This one. Okay, so which is it? There's one last button I need to switch on and off again, I think. Or even just off. Is it this way? Is it you? Is it this one? Right, I've turned basically everything off at this point. Okay, I turned every button off, except for one button. What do you want from me, Gabe? What do you want from me? Let me through. This is pain. I guess this means that another button has to be on. I bet you can talk to them and, like, they tell you, it's like, oh, you need to, like, switch this button off and keep this button on. Alright, is this the one I need to keep on as well? I'm losing my mind. What do you want from me, Gabe? I've beaten every trainer. Did I not turn the last button on? Is that what I did? Say it ain't, sir. Say I didn't walk down there accidentally as well. Did I really not turn this on? Am I okay? Am I stupid? I'm actually going to lose my mind. I'm actually lost. I'm so lost. I don't remember if it was on or off now to begin with. Do I... Can you just tell me what to do? Can you just tell me which ones need to be on, which ones need to be off, please? You tell me nothing. There's no bulb down here. I feel like I've had this orientation before. Do you actually tell me exactly what I need to do? Because this is actually miserable at this point. I'm changing where the electricity in the gym goes. So... Can you tell me anything? Oh, hazards don't work. That's actually good intel. It feels like it's just brute force, and I kind of hate that. I feel like I want this on. Like, I want the electricity to come here. No? But why would I not want the electricity to go everywhere? Why would I not want all the lights on? Or, I don't know. Is it a floor thing? Is it like actually saying on this level, if the bulb is on, the electricity is coming onto this level? I feel like this puzzle makes actually no sense. Like, it just isn't a puzzle. A bit like the electric puzzle in the old Gen 1 electric gym. It's not actually a puzzle, it's just, like, brute force. Actually, that one was worse because it had RNG in it as well, but... So, let's say we turn this one off. That is still on. And what if we say I turn this one off? How do you like that? Hmm? And how about I throw myself off one of these walkways into the abyss below? I actually just don't know what the fuck I'm doing now. Just tell me. I've beaten all your trainers. Just show me the way. I'm certain it's that way as well, because I think this comes from the boss. It's not all on. It's not all off. Right? What if I turn that one off? I mean, all I can do is, like, turn them on and off one at a time. I can't get this way anymore. That's the reason that one has to be on. So, okay. That simplifies the problem a little bit, right? Wait, maybe it doesn't actually. Maybe it complicates it. Because it means that this one could be turned off last, right? Alright, we just do trial and error then. I turn one on at a time. I turn one off at a time. First, we do this one. Turn that back on. We come back. We check. We turn the other one off at the bottom. We check. Then we know it's wrong. Right, it's wrong. So we check this one now. I should really get a notepad out for this. Alright, it's not that one. Well, sorry, it's not just that one at the very least. And I think we did all on, which is currently what I'm leaning towards again. So let me turn this one off now. And turn this one back on. And now we go all the way back and check. I actually think it has to be one of these two orientations. Like, it's not this one. So I think if we turn this one off, and it's not this, then I'm actually stumped. Because I think I've done every orientation. I don't know. I've done every orientation. Because currently I've got the end one off. I've had it on. I've had them all on. I've had them all off. Right? I'm not missing one. Or am I missing one? Because there's nothing down here, right? No. Then the only one up here leads me to the buzzer. Which I can't get to anymore. Just before I fucking go completely insane. Let me just check this isn't the one. And I haven't done this yet. I think I have done this one. There's no one down here, right? I'm not losing my mind. There's nothing here. I mean, I am losing my mind, but... So I have to have that on to get back again. Because I think I've done every orientation now, except for the last light being on. But the last light was on to begin with, no? Wait, have I done this? For fuck's sake. This is why I shouldn't wrote it down. I think I checked this one as well, right? Silence. So, hang on a minute. This, unironically, means the last light has to be on. Which I thought is how I had it to begin with, but... Maybe I didn't push it the first time. Maybe I'm actually stupid. I second guessed myself. I assumed I had pushed it because I didn't solve it anyway. Where am I going? So this will let me get to the... Excuse me. This will let me get to the end. So let's turn this one on. And then do the same game. I've definitely done it with all on before, and that was not the correct solution. Let me turn everything off, other than that one. Perhaps that's the solution. I mean, it's kind of what I thought to begin with, but I'm pretty certain it didn't solve the problem, so... Alright, I did push the button the first time. I'm stupid, I'm sorry. I've wasted 10 minutes of everyone's life. Oh, by the way, it's not over yet. There's still more puzzles, but I don't think it's as hard down here. I seem to remember it being, like, extremely straightforward down here. I literally walked to the button, fought a train, and I didn't push it. I'm so stupid. Flying electric. With levitate, I guess. You're not actually going to be very good here, Heracross. But who will be here? Veil. Veil and his Rock Blast. His Technician boosted Rock Blast when he has, like, no attack. You have Acrobatics? Really? You predicted the swap as well? Really? Alright, let's put up Reflect. Actually, I might not be faster than you. Okay. So you can play at that game. My screen might last, like, might last longer as well. Put up light screen. Alright, fuck you. Cliff, go get him. Oh, okay. This is a tricksy little thing. Oh, Volt Switch. You have a partner? You do. Okay. A Pachirisu, the world champion Pokemon of, like, how was it, like 4 years ago, 5 years ago? Holy shit, I did no damage. Let me Stealth Rock just in case you do some shenanigans. Huge damage, by the way. Because swapping it, you fucking flying type Pokemon. Hazards won't work. They float in the air. Literally, I got warned about this by a trainer. Alright, this Pachirisu is getting hardwalled by Cliff. So I'll just stay in even though I do no damage. But ironically, Rocky Helm is the strongest move in this area. Gotta love 10 base power, whatever it is. Is it 10 or 20? It's like 10, I think. Yeah, it's 10 base power and 20 base health. Huge. Alright, Abolga. Come back here, buddy. I've got a turtle with your name on it. I've written it on the shell. Amolga. Oh, it did work, even though the game said it wouldn't work. Alright, sure. Putting up a light screen again? Foolish. Should still not do that much damage, but that was a crit, by the way, and super effective. There goes my light screen. Here comes Acrobatics. It's doing more damage to you than it's doing to me. That's the power of Shuckle. He just walls physical attackers. Alright, the world's worst battle is over. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh my god. I'm gonna run the risk of going back to the Pokemon Center. I'm pretty certain he locked the puzzle in place. So I think I'm fine. I think that gate to the left will still be open. If it's not open... This might be the we're leaving screen. Alright, we're fine. Saved. I'll just push it. A button, who wouldn't? I got a horrible feeling you're a Voltorb. Oh no. Oh, it's an electrode. Never mind. You're going to be quicker than me. Flint strats are going to be worthless. I'll just break you. Oh, I'm faster than you. Never mind. Oh, you are 5 levels lower than me. Alright. I kind of fucked up, I suppose. Okay. And it had Aftermath as well. Alright. Excuse me? Oh, don't tell me there's a button upstairs I need to push. Don't tell me there's a button upstairs I need to push as well. Ah! It's not over. It's not over. It's not over. I need to go back up. Also, it's insane puzzle difficulty. So they may have changed this puzzle from my last playthrough, which was not on insane puzzle difficulty. I did do it on insane puzzle difficulty once though. So, all right. Well, there's another button I need to push then. But we've reduced it down to like 2. And I'm going to assume it's actually this one. And this is the... Wait, is this the button above the gate below? Oh, I understand how this gym works now. I figured it out. It's really hard to see, though, because you can't see in the 3-dimensional plane. You have to, like, sort of infer it's 3-dimensional. I also don't know how to get to this guy here, but... Oh, no, I do know. I know. Alright, whatever. Whatever. I see the gym leader. I see the end. Alright. We're just going to use some baby Pokemon. Apparently so. Alright, sure. Good battle. Right. That is the gym leader. Save the game so we don't have to go through this misery ever again. And I think, I mean, we're hitting on my recording 3-hour mark, so let me have a whirl at this guy one time, but I think I'm going to have to come back and do this guy another time. One other thing I remember from this gym, and I might be misremembering, I think it's a double gym. So, let me put my first 2 Pokemon as, like, legitimate Pokemon. And I think it's going to be something like this. I'm going to try the Stealth Rocks. It did seem to work, even though the game said, like, no, Stealth Rocks won't work, you dummy. And then we'll see what happens. I also remember this guy's ace, at least on the other difficulties, is Manectric. You've got a Pokemon that's got a status, that's alarming. Klinklang and Raichu. And it's a Alolan Raichu. That's different, because it's definitely not a Alolan Raichu on the other difficulty. I think it's actually just Raichu. Klinklang has a Steel Gem. Has a Focus Sash. So this thing's going to set something up. It's going to set up a screen. You can do a Reflect, because I'm slightly concerned. You can do a Stealth Rock. Rising Volt. Uh-oh. I just need to check what Rising Volt actually is. Is it guaranteed to crit? No, it's not. It does empower an electric terrain, though. I got unlucky with the crit. I think he might have lived otherwise. That's instantly a terrible start. This is also going to be pretty bad. It's setting up on me. And I tell you what, I bet you that Raichu is really quick. I think I'm fucked. I think I'm actually already lost. I need that Raichu to go. I was going to say, this thing's going to have an iron move. A steel move. We've already seen it. And it's going to really fucking hurt Shuckle. Really hurt Vale as well. Do you live this? You've got such a high special defense, buddy. He does live. Doesn't hit a Rock Slide, though, but to be fair, he missed the one that was going to do no damage anyway. Holy shit. Shuckle. I think we are extremely dead, because nothing will outspeed from here. Yeah, I think it's just over. Shuckle's gonna die this turn. I was gonna say, this thing's not gonna live. Okay, that Raichu is actually the worst news. It's using a 140 base power move. I did live, astonishingly. How much does this do? Okay, you know what, actually, that's not terrible. So if I lead with Center Scorch, I don't think they can get rid of it. They'll have to swap. Also, it being a double battle is actually quite crucial because there are some Pokemon with moves I've not been using purely because they're more suited in double battles. Manectric. This is going to Mega Evolve. Oh, and stones do work. Okay. So actually, so far from what we've seen, it wouldn't necessarily be awful to put poison spikes on the gym. We've seen one steel-type Pokemon, but 2 electric other than that. I can't possibly knock off the X thing. It doesn't work that way. Also, I can't Mega Evolve, it turns out, with this battle. I'm not allowed. Sorry, not Mega Evolve, Dynamax. Against the rules. I'm also putting a bit of respect on Raichu's name right now. Maybe I shouldn't respect the Raichu as much as I am doing. You know what? I'm going to double the Raichu because it's weak to Bug-type Pokemon. Okay, Heracross might get through. Oh my god, you have Rising Volt as well. Well, that's... And you've got Life Orb. Oh, you're not going to Mega Evolve then if you've got Life Orb. Wait. How did you get burned? What happened there? Shall I put the one on the death counter now? Sure. Do we think Glade's going to sweep from here? I'm kind of shocked you lived through that, to be honest with you, but... So, this gym is just, I have quick Pokemon with Rising Volt. Is that the gym? It does also mean... if I can overwrite the terrain, then maybe I can do something about it. Alright, fuck you. Reduce the battle difficulty, Nurse Joy. Scumbag. I've beaten everyone so far to get to this point. Okay. Just checking if there's any bug that can learn terrain. I know eventually Orbeetle can learn psychic terrain. It can learn it at this point. No, it can't learn it at this point. Fuck. It's 3 levels off, I think. Yeah, it's 3 levels off. That's really bad. Because that would actually go kind of crazy right now just to overwrite the terrain. And... Misty is another option and Grass is the other one. No bug learns Misty terrain, that's good to know. What about Grassy terrain? 2 Pokemon learn it, I say 2. 5 Pokemon learn it, but they're from 2 evolution lines. None of them I've got right now. That's not good. Okay, so... Can you dispel terrain with Rapid Spin as well? I always forget. Terrain, dispel, Pokemon. Because if I can't, that is going to be pretty bad. Defog also does it. Ice Spinner is the other one, which is, I think, what I was thinking of. What the fuck is Steel Roller? Never heard of it. Apparently it moves terrain. Okay, new question. Does any bug learn Defog? No. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. Yes. Oh god, that's not good. That's not what I wanted to see. Although actually, hang on a minute, maybe it is what I wanted to see. There is a bug that learns it. It's Frostmoth. Frostmoth learns Defog. It's also a TM apparently, which means that a lot of bugs could learn it. Do I have the TM for Defog? And also, I should have checked what number this was. I've not seen it, but it doesn't mean it's not there. I am a blind person. Okay, I don't see it. The only reason I say Frostmoth would be interesting, and by the way, don't worry YouTube, I'm going to end this in a second, is Frostmoth can learn the hidden move Ice Scales, which halves any special damage you take, which means that Rising Volt would become a 70 base power move in the eyes of Frostmoth. The problem with that is Frostmoth is completely garbage as a Pokemon. It has no good stats except for special attack, which is not really what I want here. So I have special damage, but I might still get one-shot by the non-upgraded version. It does learn Defog, though, which would allow me to remove the hazards. The other issue about that Pokemon, and why it's slightly awkward, is that I could get it to use... I could get it to use Aurora Veil, which is a very good move, but it only works in Hail, but I have no bug that can immediately set up Hail. So I'd have to use a bug that sets up Hail, which would have to be Frostmoth, which means I would need to use 2 Frostmoths, which is not very good, because 1 Frostmoth is bad. Also not good is that I need to get the hidden ability of Frostmoth, which currently I can only get the hidden ability of Frostmoth via using a Dream Mist, and I've only got 1 Dream Mist, and I can't ever get another Dream Mist until the post-game, at least very late into the game. I can't get another one, so I would be burning, and I've got 1 of them, I'd be burning my 1 resource to turn on a hidden ability on Frostmoth, a Pokemon which has basically no use. So it would be a pretty expensive investment, let's put it that way. But I think other than that, like, I actually don't know where I would go with this, because they destroyed... I guess actually... They destroyed Wormadam purely because they used a Steel Gem Steel move on Wormadam Sandy. And it's neutral, so I could have given them a Steel Berry. Oh no, I couldn't because it's not super effective, so it wouldn't have worked. I'm just thinking if I could get Wormadam, like, locked in. It can't take the Volt Surges anymore, and it wouldn't be... I suspect that Raichu also has, like, Psychic or something. I wouldn't be affected by that. I guess, actually, before we end, let me just cheat. Let me reveal the veil and see what they've got. Holy shit, I've just seen what's in the back. Okay, they have, as their Pokemon, Klinklang, which is level 45, has a Steel Gem, Iron Head Gear Grind, Wild Charge Shift Gear. So, that's pretty annoying. And it's pretty quick. Alolan Raichu has Rising Voltage, Psyshock, Grass Knot, Hidden Power, Fire. In the back, and it's their Mega is actually Ampharos. It's Mega Ampharos. Which has Rising Voltage, Dragon Pulse, Hidden Power, Grass Protect. I'm beginning to see a pattern. They've then got Metagross in the back, which has Steel Roller, Thunder Punch, Brick Break, and Grass Knot. I guess that's Steel Roller coming into effect. Manectric, which we've already seen, has a Life Orb, and Flare Boost as its ability. Rising Voltage, Flamethrower, Hidden Power, Grass, and Snarl. And finally, you know, if that wasn't too much, there's a Heatran. So that's going to be cool with Heat Wave, Nature Power, Hidden Power, Grass, and Protect. They're not all, like, EV'd up to the tits, but they are, like, they've got all their EVs in use. But not beyond that, they're not cheating. And there's no Omniboost, but boy, does this seem pretty bad. This all being said, though, is the only way to put up terrain Surge Surfer. If that's the only way, then we really just need to get over... Wait, it's not, is it? I bet you can't overwrite the electric terrain. Because I forgot Surge Surfer is just boost speed on electric terrain. So they're getting the terrain just for free, I think. Is this in the notes? Does it say if I can overwrite it or not? Oh yeah, permanent electric terrain. Cool. Okay, well, actually, that is the worst news imaginable. I'm actually, like, shocked. I'm appalled. I want to vomit. In the words of the famous cartoon character Muffy from Arthur the Aardvark. That's kind of vomitrocious, honestly. That's a lot of big damaging moves. And these things are pretty quick, so yeah, I don't know. I'll have to work on this off camera and come up with a strategy to beat this gym bot. I'm getting not good feelings about this one. Anyway, thanks everyone that watched. It means a lot to me. If you enjoyed this content, why not leave a like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, and follow me on Twitch as well at Andalono. Both help me greatly, and if you're feeling very generous, subscribe to me on Twitch or member me on YouTube. They both help me out a lot, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!